to the Order of Magnitude stream, where we will be talking about the Huff and Hope, well, situation, if you want to call it that. Oh my god, is water thicker than blood? Or is it the other way around? I can't really remember. Before we start, these two uploaded a video separately. Huff first, I believe, and then Josh responding. But Josh had already fired the shots in a community, allegedly from a supporter of his who thinks he's absolutely the sun shines out his bottom over a year ago. And this is old news. If it's so old news, why is everything being reacted now? Who cares? But does anyone remember this? I'm going to play it now, where Huff and Josh were best buddies, and they went around pointing at things, just pointing at things with serious faces. It was called Finding the Light, and they wanted $80,000 for this amazing documentary where they prove spirit communication. Let's have a gander. Serious faces. Walking. Signposts. Rubbing arms. Stretched arms. Speeded up footage. A stage. Serious faces. Nodding heads and pointing. Decorated guitar amp, more pointing. Go away. Undeniable proof of pointed fingers. Hand gestures. Pushing the limits of walking. Serious faces. Hand gestures. Serious faces. Finding the Light. Available soon. Pictures, Facebook posts. Oh, is that it? Oh. Alright, my mistake. I thought we were going to get more. I remember they did a trailer with lots of pointing. Lots of, like, literally pointing at things. Looking serious and stressed out. Finding the Light. 80,000, please, for this holiday. I mean, documentary that I want you guys to pay for. If just every one of you just put $1 in, we could easily do this, as he berated his fans. This was a Huff and Hope Paranormal, what's the word? Collaboration to the max. That was like 5 or 6 years ago now. A long time has happened, you know, since then, and it seems that, well, eventually they've fallen out. Why have they fallen out? I don't really know. I'm not going to lie to you, but I actually haven't. I said I did, but I didn't. I watched the first 2 minutes. Thought, this is shit, and turned it off. 2 videos. So Huff put out a video first, trying to get in first. But apparently Hope, on his social media and places where he frequents, we'll say, had been talking smack, as someone likes to say, talking smack. And therefore, well, Huff had to respond first. And, you know, it's like going to the police first. You think you're going to win if you go to the police first, you know? So we're going to react to Huff's video first and see how this goes down. Here we go. Empty chair. Oh, what? What? What was that? Hang on. Surely not.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is not a video I want to make, plan to make, or had any desire to create.
No, you had no desire to make this at all. You didn't want to make it. I totally agree with you, but you had to get in there first, and, well, you know, if you get in a fight, you know, you need to use the first punch to hopefully knock them out in the first go. I get it.
But I am forced to. I have to. And you guys know me. I don't do drama. I don't do hate. I don't attack people on this channel.
All right, I'll give him his fair dues, okay? He doesn't do drama. He doesn't do, speech marks, hate. what he does do is block ban any comments of any criticism, okay? If your comment is not to his liking, it's gone. But that isn't drama, is it? You know, he keeps his channel nice and tidy and all the rest of it. How you meant to do it if you're going to be a fucking YouTuber and do it the way they want you to do it? So I'll give him that.
It's been many, many years since I've made a video like this, and that was in response to someone who was making up horrendous lies about me, calling me a rapist, all this crazy stuff.
No. She didn't call you a rapist, Huff. She said that you did rape porn. Do you remember that? Rape porn, because you're involved in a rape porn community. You enjoyed that. No, I'm not saying that's actually wrong even. You know, everyone gets their kinks, and if it's consensual, it's fine. But you had a real sexual thing about rape porn. You liked the idea of like fantasy rape and stuff, and that's okay. That's fine. But you were involved in that type of community and uploaded various porn videos of that sort of thing. That's what she said you did, and you did, and that's okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not criticising you for your kinks. No kink shaming here, my guy. But just for anyone watching, although Huff is monogamous, he will not cheat on his partner as far as I'm aware. But he is a bit of a kink or devil between the sheets. He likes a bit of the old, what's the word? Roleplay rape, we'll just say.
But that's long ago. That has long been settled. And
yeah, he's not into roleplay rape anymore. He enjoys blow bangs. I don't know.
That whole story will be in my upcoming book. Now, over the last...
Oh, you shilling bastard! The book will be a free download. That'll be available in my book. Yeah, where he's going to defend everything and say, no, this isn't true. What utter lies. Mate, that was you uploading the rape porn. It's fine, mate, because the porn you uploaded, right, was consensual. It wasn't like a literal video of someone being raped. It was rape porn, like, you know, someone who, you know, fantasy. It's all consensual and it's a scripted thing. If you want to be kinky, Huff, there's nothing wrong with that. But you did. I'm sorry. But then again, this is a dude that fucking made a order of magnitude X-tube gay porn profile on me, so I don't know.
Last several months, I've seen rumblings in my comments section of the community page on various posts talking about how Josh from Hope Paranormal...
Josh posted he is going to do a video about how you stole his app idea, amongst other unscrupulous things. Oh, yeah? Okay.
Has been saying I stole his app. Absolutely not true, and I will explain it, and I'll let you know. I have every email and text between...
Just a bit of a spoiler. Every email and text he doesn't show, but that will come... Who's right, who's wrong? This is like a court, I suppose, the order of magnitude court. Who is right or wrong? If these two came to me and said, hey, you want to be judge? Who is right, who is wrong? I'll give you my verdicts at the end, okay? But here we go.
Josh and I during these times, and if he wants me to share them, I happily will. And I'm going to share a couple of them with you in this video.
Well, you don't. You just... I'll show you what I mean.
To prove my point. Now, anyone who's watched me over the last decade knows that I have been always working my butt off in ITC. All while...
Give him his credit. He is not lazy. He certainly does work hard. He might be a fake. He might be a fraud, etc., etc. But he does work hard at doing that, okay? He's always on, you know, social media, cultivating his little following. Huff does work hard. He is a grafter. Give him that.
Being called fake, a fraud, a charlatan.
Well, you kind of are, and you know this, but anyway.
Even though my work has been proven again and again.
No, Huff. It hasn't been proven. Just because it's been featured on, like, fucking Nick Groff's junk fake fucking Ghosts of Shady Town or whatever it is, that's not proving something. Your version of proven is very different from what proven actually means, but let us carry on.
And with strangers, with groups, and all of that.
Yeah, with groups that you got fucking their information firsthand. You know, someone goes, my uncle died in a chair. He had cancer. Please help me, Huff. And then you do a session going, I am man died in chair cancer. Oh my god, it's my uncle you're talking to! Oh, Huff, you're amazing. That is a bit cunty to take advantage of those types of people, but that is what the business model is. I get it.
People all over the world of ITC have either a portal or a copy of a portal.
They do. Lots of people have a copy or your portal if they spent a fucking well over thousands and were gullible. They do, because they don't understand. I think the spooky sound will either get them good YouTube views, and they know what's what, they're just doing it for the YouTube views, or they're fucking gullible because they don't really understand what is involved in real ITC.
Josh himself has an astral doorway.
Yes, Josh does have an astral doorway himself, because he, what?
Very first one I've made, only 2 were made. I sent it to him at below my cost because...
Oh yeah, this is the thing. He likes to say this. I made this or did this below my cost. It actually put me in put me in debt making this. I'm doing this as a favour to you. He said this quite a few times. Jesus, I wonder what his costs are or where the money's going, because if you go onto, like, I don't know, Amazon or Wish or whatever, all the components that he puts together and add up all the components, and then add a bit more for labour putting it together, you know, a 5-year-old could, but, you know, like a art class project thing. But regardless, you know, it's labour all the same. It's still thousands of pounds more than the actual value of the parts, like thousands.
Because I love Josh like a brother. I used to love him like a brother.
Ooh. Doesn't love him, he used to love him. Strong words, Huff. That's gonna cut.
But I'm gonna cut to the chase here. He's been telling people I stole his app. Now,
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, would it, Huff? You've stolen something. Come on now, come on. You've stolen quite a few ideas. Even the whole portal thing, as in just a decorated guitar amp. But take away the decoration. Adding a guitar pedal in front of a guitar like speaker amp was done by someone else originally using the SB7. You jumped on that and nicked it for yourself. That was the bit, and then you made it like yours, kind of. I mean, this happens all the time. Look at Leonardo da Vinci compared to Thomas Edison. If you look at not dissing Thomas Edison, the inventor, but he nicked quite a few ideas of Leonardo da Vinci and got the credit for. So it's a similar sort of thing. That's just how the industry goes. But it wouldn't be the first time, would it, Huff?
one who has watched me for years knows that my Miracle Box app and Josh's
Miracle Box! Miracle! Oh, these names. These fucking names.
app, and he has an app very similar to my app. I'll say it's probably...
Mrs. Mags, have a loud go on. Mrs. Mags is just pissed. You just heard you just heard a miracle. It's a miracle, guys.
Can you ask him for the lottery numbers?
No, you can't, because any spirit that comes into contact with Huff, right? They're celebrities, they're important people, but do you want to know something? When he speaks to these people, they never have any, like, decent information. It's always, like, vague stuff, like...
It's not like the Abyss, which is what you've had and stuff like that.
No, yeah, I've had a bit, no, yeah, but yeah, kind of, but the information is very vague, like, it's already known, the information is already known, it's already out, it's already in the public domain, there's never anything that is tangible, or that's new, like, oh my god, I didn't know that, it's all just really vague, you know. What's your favourite colour? The colour that is my favourite? Well, that doesn't really answer the question, but that's the sort of shit I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? It's always vague.
Probably even a little better. It's a good app. I will give him that. But anyone who watched me over the years knows that these apps are based on my astral doorway, my backwards box. I've been doing reverse.
Yeah. The same shit fucking wrapped up several times, in other words. Like, literally for years. It's just the same shit. The only difference is maybe... he learned from his mistakes. He did a app ages ago called the Divination Box, and this is all a great big publicity stunt where it said he was chosen. The spirit said, I'm chosen. This app consisted of literally 2 MP3 files, right? 2 of them. Both 10 minutes long. So it wasn't like thousands of MP3 snippets chopped up, which is bad enough and doesn't work in its own right. It's a dead end. Stop making apps like that. It's a dead end, okay? Stop it. Move on. Dead end. This is like ultra cheap. We're talking 2 MP3 files at 10 minutes long, as they are, taken from an ASMR video, and it literally just went, the volumes went up on one for like a second or two, then the volume went down, and then onto the other track, went up for 2 seconds, and went down. So, yeah, Huff knew what was coming up. He just turned that app on that he was going to be chosen and could react to it, and he played on that for ages that he was chosen. And that's when an acquaintance of mine, we've had our disagreements, but we seem to be talking again, did a video called Debunking Huff, or he did a whole channel on it, actually, where he debunked Huff with this fucking, well, Mortis the Wizard gave him the information, but besides the point, he was the one that presented it, where he used this ASMR video and just, it wasn't no spirit talking, it was a sound sample basically, and he played on this, and he knew this, but it wasn't like, oh, it's a mistake, sorry, I didn't know, guys. He fucking played this, and anytime you mentioned this, he just shut you down. Blocked.
Speech gibberish banks for years. I can point to a video from probably 6 years ago showing reverse audio into my Wonderbox and forward.
Oh yeah, the video me and Suit Yourself debunked you on. Like, yeah, I'm just yabbering shit into a microphone backwards and yip, look, it said such and such. But I've told you already how to debunk that, mate. All you do is play your backward recording backwards, so it's now facing forward, and compare it to the original forward fucking sample. If it's exactly the same, no manipulation. Because you say spirits manipulate audio, right? That's how we talk. If it matches and is exactly the same, you playing your session backwards, ergo throwing it back forwards again, and and it sounds exactly the same as the audio you put in, which is forwards, now reversed, no manipulation has happened. It was just pareidolia that you heard. Nothing more, nothing less. But you don't want to acknowledge that bit because, well, that would spoil the illusion, I guess.
Speech coming out. These are all things I've worked on for a decade. My work, my innovations, and I don't care if people copy my work.
That's very noble of you. You can't stop them anyway. But what you're going to say next just fucking makes me roll around on the floor laughing.
I actually invite it. As long as they're not trying to steal and profit from my name.
Yeah, as long as they don't, take my income, I'm happy with that. Which is fair enough, I guess.
And that has happened throughout the years, and there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is.
Well, that's because you profited of other people and taken their ideas, Huff. There's only so far you can go, but let's carry on.
A testament to what I do is the fact that even Josh himself uses my astral doorway
Yeah, he did, because he wanted to ride off your coattails. He believed in you. I mean, deep down he knows when people like me come up to say, Josh, you're better than this, right? And he wouldn't have it, because you have a bigger YouTuber than anyone like me and always will be. You got 1 million subs. Granted, you can hardly get 20,000 views these days unless you use some sort of dead celebrity who's famous. But those people don't seem to return, weirdly enough. I wonder why. But yeah, Josh wanted to ride off your coattails. That's why.
Created, right? That's what he uses in his videos. Not only has he copied my style and
yeah, I'll give you that. He really has copied your style. He is a mini Huff. I'll give you that.
Use my devices. I helped him along the way.
You did. I think you spent lots of time with Josh. I'll give you that as well, my friend. I'm calling you my friend because actually, people have said this to me before, like I don't acknowledge it, but actually without Huff, my channel wouldn't be what it is. Without me commenting on this fucking douche with his fakery and making a mockery of the IT scene, people wouldn't know me as much as they do. They really wouldn't. So I will give Huff credit that. Without Steve Huff, and remember, long ago in 2012, 2013 to 14 area, I was actually a big fan of his because we had things going on in our house, which people are now trying to say. Hey, no, you heard this, but people think, well, not people, two or three people think that the Charlie picture that Molly took with you, me, and Molly is allegedly me in a duvet jumping or some shit.
Fuck off.
I know, but forget all that shit, right?
I'm not even going into it. So
just don't. Oh my god.
Seriously.
Shut the fuck up. But either way, right? We were looking for answers because the shit was happening, and Steve Huff was putting out some really interesting content that probably answered some of those things, because his spirit box sessions using the PSP 7 or others was Yeah, no jump cuts and shit either at the time. He had some really good methods, like how to capture the sound best by like wrapping up the SB7 in tin foil and stuff like that, and like putting it in the middle of the room, the microphone in the right place. Because he is a hi-fi guru as well. You got to understand, Huff actually has a hi-fi channel, which is legit. I think, I don't know, I haven't really looked into it. Maybe he's talking shit and getting paid for reviews, if that makes sense, you know, to say a good review. But you know, he knows his shit about hi-fi and audio. He is very good like that. And at the time, he was putting out some really good ideas about ITC. So we watched him, and like he sort of gave us some answers to some things, not a lot. It was him and Contact Mortis and a couple of others. Solo Ghost Hunter, I think his name was, who is not around anymore, sadly. You know, some of those sessions they did were like, Jesus Christ. It was similar to what we were. I digress.
But about this app thing. So when he was creating his app, many of you might remember if you paid attention, I was excited for him. I tested the beta of it, right? And it had really awful banks at the time.
What's awful banks, dude? Spirits, in your, what's the word, philosophy, can manipulate any audio, even cat meows. Why are they awful banks? What, because they're not gibberish enough to make out what you want in the pareidolia form? Is that it?
I was getting some replies with them, but they were not very good.
What you mean is, I couldn't use these replies into a video of some sort. I mean, I was getting something I could use of a pareidolia and just making out and just saying, oh yeah, it's paranormal. But it was too low-key, I just couldn't use it in any video. That's what you mean to say.
And he wanted to team up, or I did too. I said, let's team up. It started a year or two prior before COVID, where he said we should do an app together and base it on your device. I said, yeah, that's great. COVID happened. He contacted me at some point and said, I'm going ahead and making the app. I know we were going to do it together. I gave him my blessing. I tested his beta. I made a public video of it, testing it using a super portal I was working on it.
A super portal? What is the difference in your super portal and your original portal, your backwards box, your wonder box gold, blah, 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 the soul speed? What is the difference, Huff? I'd love to know. What does it do any different? Don't sit there and fucking show videos of, like, a hammer and a screwdriver and a spanner just on the side of a table to make it look like you're doing something and going, I'm recoding these algorithms on this ROM, I mean read-only memory chip. Yeah, I am. I am, guys, trust me. I'm an inventor.
At the time, that might jog some memories. And I was saying, Josh is making this app. I even said it's based on my astral doorway in that video. I might republish that video just to show you guys.
Will you now? You're going to republish that video? Oh, okay.
So we started talking, and I said, I knew after using his app, there were things he needed to change and make improvements to. And I told him through email, in not so many words, I said, if we team up, we can make this app really great. We can make it like one of my devices in app form.
Oh, you can make it, what, just add a load of reverb on top of it, I guess. Is that what you mean? Yeah, make it spooky sounding. That always goes down well with the fucking people who don't understand what ITC is.
And he agreed, and he wanted to make it web-based on his website, so he can drive sales to his book and
Oh my god, Josh made a book too. Can you imagine reading both of these guys' books? I'll tell you what, it'd be good bedtime material because you'd only get through like 1 or 2 chapters and you'd be fucked. You'd be asleep. Brilliant.
Readings that he wanted to give to people, box readings. He does group sessions. He copied that from me as well. Right after I put my Patreon up, he said, I'm doing it too, and he offered group sessions. But hey, I loved him like a brother, and I encouraged it, right?
I don't doubt you loved him like a brother, Huff. I'll give you that. You two were pretty close. There's one thing I'm going to give you.
Go for it, Josh. Let's do this together. Let's prove to the world that this is real and we can do this. And it's not.
You're not going to prove to the world because people who understand ITC understand your. I've done so many videos on this. I don't need to explain this.
All demons, right? That was my goal always, to try to prove that love is the key. And if you look at his past videos.
Yeah, love is the key. That's how you get a good spirit connection, just by love. They're not demons. You don't know. I don't know. I find it interesting though that like the few spirit box sessions that I will deem as genuine paranormal contact, i.e. no jump cuts, recorded as it happens. Right, none of your sessions have that, where it's just recorded as is with no gaps or anything, right? Where it's back and forth, back and forth. These entities are being pretty fucking gnarly to me, telling me they got me and shit like that. You don't get any of that, and yet anyone else who does this for real gets a sort of similar thing to me. Are they demons only, not dead people? I don't know, but if you want to read between the lines, it's a bit dubious and a bit worrying, I gotta say. But you don't talk about it. No, they're just dead people, because that fits your narrative of a celebrity coming to visit you when, oh, fuck off, mate, the Queen visited you.
Look at his book. He talks very highly of me about how I helped him in the world of ITC.
Yeah, no doubt he spoke highly of you, because you did. You right?
Yeah.
Because you did help him. You did help Josh a lot. Okay, I'll give you that, like I said.
So we come to an agreement. I gave him a bunch of ideas. He said he had kids to feed. And so we talked about...
Oh, you're going to poor shame him. Jesus, Huff, you're going to poor shame him. Okay, let's carry on. You got kids to feed, yo.
Payment, making it a paid app. So he came up with an idea of $3 to $5 a month for certain packages. I came up with an idea, yeah, we can do this for $10 a month.
Let me get this straight. So Josh, the poor person with his own hookah bar, not hookers and prostitutes I've now learnt, but smoke not hashies even, like, you know, hookah, said, yeah, look, I got kids to feed, I'm broke as fuck, Huff. Can we make this a paid app? Can we do like $3 to $5 a month? And you went, nah, fuck that. $10. Look at my Patreon, guys. Look at my prices on my my Wonder Box and whatnot. We ain't fucking low balling here. We're high rolling baller. Josh, we're gonna get you a fucking Rolls Royce. $10. Come on, man. Aim higher. Take advantage of these fucking suckers. God damn it.
We were getting excited. I'm like, woo, we're gonna make some money, right? And it's gonna...
We're gonna make some money, yo. Yes, we're gonna take advantage of these suckers. Fucking roll on.
Help people, and it's gonna be amazing. So he agreed to go in on it, partner. Actually, on his website where he had his face, I said you could put my face on the right, call it the Hope and Huff, whatever you want to call it. I even suggested a name because of my experience with apps. And he said, all right, let's do it. He had a programmer he hired, and he was paying. I wasn't.
You see, you're so shit, both of you, that you have to hire a programmer for your app. You don't really understand how that app works, do you? I mean, you got a fundamental idea, it's just lots of MP3 snippets. But at the end of the day, you guys can't use Unity or whatever very easy programming language, or in my day, because I'm so fucking old now, BASIC, beginners will put symbolic instruction code. Look at me humble bragging. You have to use Unity or something. You can't even use that. You have to hire a programmer. Like, I don't know, was it Dirty Sanchez? You know who I'm on about? Dirty Sanchez? I don't know. Let's carry on.
Paying the programmer. Let me get that straight. Josh paid to have his app developed. And that's the truth. But we agreed to go in on it 50-50, have a free version, have a paid version. And I sent him a comprehensive list of things he needed to change in the app to make it work and make it good. He implemented all the changes, and then he launched the app without mentioning my name, without my picture.
Oh, so Huff, let me get this straight. Huff watches up and goes, look, mate, this isn't like pareidolia enough. We need to make it as more fucking abstract as possible so people can make out their own fucking narrative, okay? Put these samples in instead, this, and this. So Josh takes his advice and does this, but when he launches it, there's no Huff Paranormal on there. There's not his face or anything. He's just nothing. It's Hope's app.
Never said I helped him with it. He called it his app, and I felt hurt. And before I
No, you thought, shit, I ain't gonna get paid.
go on, I'm going to read an email, the last email I sent to Josh, after he cut me out of the deal, after taking my ideas and publishing this app as his own. I have to get the phone off of my camera because I'm using it as a...
Huff, you ever heard of a thing called karma? I mean, some people really believe in karma. I'm a bit dubious at times of karma because I'm owed quite a bit of karma in several things, but maybe that'll come to fruition in certain things. Who knows? Who cares? My point is this. You've done this to many, many people before, stolen their shit over and over again. Now it's just happening slightly to you. That ain't fucking cricket, so off you go.
Monitor right now, as you can see. So let me pull up this email. Hopefully it's still here. So this is the
Huff, you're a video editor. Why are you not showing the screenshot of this email in this video? Why are you not doing that for proof? Oh, I know why. Because you're going to read it as you want to read it. Dubious, mate. You are a sleight of hand man, I've got to say, and you do that a lot.
last email I sent to Josh. It might not have been the last, I don't know, but this is on April 8th of 2021, okay?
So that's why one of Hope's fans came and said, this is a year old, this is years old, why are you talking about this? That makes sense. Okay.
And this is my response to him after he basically cut me off after I gave him all the ideas. And normally I wouldn't be posting this at all. I wasn't going to write about it in my book, but now...
Well, I'll give you your credit. I don't think you do a video on this usually. That's very true. You are drama-free on that front. But the only reason why you do that is because it's an image to keep. On your YouTube channel, much like someone else, shall we say, who fucking will not mention names and shit, but it's a YouTube formula, okay? And a public persona. You can't, unless you're very sure what you're doing, deviate from the formula. All your videos have to be like the same formula, the same thing. They have an intro, they have an outro. What's up, fam? It's your boy, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's not what you do, but you know what I mean? So adding a video like this changes everything and it shows a bit more to the public, okay? So yeah, normally you wouldn't do a video. So that is very true, but not for the reasons you're sort of stating. You get me?
I am, since he's telling everybody I stole his app. I have to work on a whole new chapter for this. And I will back it up. You know, I have emails and texts, is what it is. So here's my email to him. Josh.
Oh, so he's going to read it. He's not going to like show the screenshot on the screen. So you got to take his word for it. Huff, trustworthy guy, right? I mean, he's got good credibility. He's never done anything sleight of hand at all, ever. Totally, credible character here. So just listen to this email and we'll come to this, because I did, like I said, I haven't really watched both of these videos, but I have sort of scanned through them like very briefly, and Josh does bring this up that interesting you didn't show this email, blah blah blah. Anyway,
let me just say this. I do not want to argue, fight, or cause any drama. I apologize to you for anything I said that was hurtful. I'm just in a weird place over this. When he cut me out, I sent him an email. I was angry. I was hurt. I felt like I was betrayed, right? I gave him all of my ideas that
I really feel for you, man. I really feel. It's working, Huff. Keep going.
Worked on for a decade and discovered, and he took them all, made the app, and claimed it as his own. And again, if you've paid...
Do you ever feel like you might have done something similar to somebody, I don't know, about 7 years ago? No? Don't remember? Okay.
Attention to my videos and his videos over the past several years, you will see he's copied everything I do. And
I'll give you that. He really has copied everything. He is a mini Huff. I will give you that.
Now he's playing the victim when I never once stated anywhere about this. I was never going to mention it. I don't do drama, but he's striking first, and I need to tell you.
You're the one that first uploaded, but then again, apparently this is over a year old. So, I don't know, man, but you're the one that's uploaded first, we'll just say.
Guys, the facts. I go on. Again, we were going to do an app together, and I was happy to do so. We still did. I just wasn't a part of it. It's my pride of what I've accomplished. I'm protected of it inside of myself. All I have said wasn't spin, because he accused me of spinning. It was all true.
It wouldn't surprise you if you spin Huff. And when you say it's like my baby, if you like want to call it that, it's your meal ticket, it's not your magnum opus, as in like you don't believe in this shit because you know how to do ITC properly. but it is your money earner. This is an income stream. You've got lots of little income streams. Much like, you know, your hi-fi channel and stuff, you've got your fingers in all sorts of pies to create an income, so you don't have to work in a shitty factory or do what I do, drive a van all day, lunking heavy fucking CO2 canisters everywhere. That's fair enough, and well done for you, by the way. You know, I mean, I'm not jealous of you or anything, but, you know, fair play on that front. But you are underhanded because you're telling lies to people, in effect, that, you know, oh yeah, your mum is talking to me through this box, and they're not. You know this, no refunds, guys, etc. But you're very protective over it because it's your income. If someone fucks it up for you, that's a big income stream gone. And that's not cool. You'd be fucked about it. Like, well, not fucked because you've got lots of income streams, but a big hit will happen. You can't live in as much luxury, so to say.
Truth, and you know this. The only thing you offered me was a commission on sales, which meant I promoted and earned money. Yes, you spoke kindly of me in your book. I thank you for the kind words. I thought we had an agreement of sorts, though, when we exchanged words about...
Huff, you know as much as I do, agreement of sorts is fucking nothing. You get a contract. You write down on paper and get you both to sign. Jesus, mate, what a fucking rookie mistake for a scammer. Even you should know you get a fucking contract if you're going to do that kind of thing, not just words. I don't know, he's your brother, man, innit, or some shit.
A 3-second delay and the other recommendations I
3-second delay.
had for the app. You made all the changes, but didn't mention the fact anywhere that this app was a joint effort, and by using all of my discoveries and techniques within it, it really was, but it was presented as your app and yours alone.
Yeah, that was proof. Thanks, Huff. Thanks for the proof. Hey, you just sort of showed the phone for 2 seconds. That's exactly what you wrote. I believe you totally. You're a video editor, mate. You know your shit about editing and camera work. You really do. You're an expert at that. That's how you got so many subs, because of the way you present your videos. You know, even though you're a fake as fuck and all the rest of it, the way your videos are presented, that is how you get so... I mean, look in the background. Look at his, like, lights and speakers and shit. You know, he knows his shit. And he's going to say, yeah, source. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro, as he shows his phone for 2 seconds. That's what he wrote.
I do see my role in all of it. Of course I do. That's the point, because he came back. Don't you see your role? It doesn't matter if you're not mentioned. Don't you see what you did here?
All right, so we're rolling several emails into one here, Huff. We're not actually being really open. You're just sort of pretending this is one email, but you just slipped up there and, like, you know, saying that you replied and shit, but you're not... That's... Ooh, sleazy.
If roles were reversed and I made an app using all of your findings, I wouldn't have done it without it being a true team effort, and both would have had equal credit.
Bullshit! I'm calling bullshit. If roles were reversed, you'd have fucking ran with it. And you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. And Josh just took advantage of that because, well, he learnt from you, my friend. He learnt from you. You've done that several times to people. Boom.
Only fair, correct? He pays to have it developed. He takes my ideas, what I've learned over the years. He kept telling me
Yeah, okay, he paid for it. He paid for it. Did you pay for the programmer to fucking do it? Because both of you are fucking incapable of using Unity? No.
I need an app. I have kids to feed, that kind of stuff. So I didn't want money. I agree, you did the work. I didn't. You created the sound banks, and they are fantastic, and I didn't. You did all of the hard work. I didn't.
So what are you fucking whinging about? If he did all the hard work and did everything, all you done is give him a few pointers. I don't really understand what you're whinging about. I think what you're whinging about is you wanted a bit of an income stream out of this because you suggested putting the price much higher because you can get away with that, especially if your name attached, because people are desperate and you take advantage of that.
I know what you were going to say there.
Shut up, Mrs. Mag. Shut up. But we got go away, short fire. Attack you.
I can't stop laughing.
Either way, you oh my god, you were just pissed off that you couldn't get an income stream out of this. Now it's all coming clear. Well, we'll see when it comes to Josh's video. Maybe he'll convince me that you're right, so to say, not on purpose. You get me?
Why I didn't want money, as it wasn't my work that went into creating it. You took the action, and that's the hardest thing to do. I didn't. I'm reading you the last email I sent him. You have a great drive, and you always do what you say you will. That's a great trait to have, and one I don't always have. I apologize again for saying some of those things, as I know they sounded harsh. I was angry, and I try not to get angry, but we're all human, as I've said in the past. No one can ever be anger-free when you're attacked. When someone you love as a brother betrays you like that after agreeing to something,
all right, great. I don't know what you guys agreed on, okay? But what it seems to me, like jokes aside, okay? Forget like what you really like and stuff. But let's boil it down to the actual event, okay? Forget everything else, okay? The thing is, Huff, you haven't got a contract. You haven't got anything in writing here. Yeah, you've given him pointers and to make the app better and shit, but he's still done all the legwork from what you're telling me, okay? He's the one that's paid the guy and shit like that. Therefore, he doesn't really have to owe you anything. You're just fucking pissed that you've missed out on an income stream of sorts, provided it sells. And yeah, I agree. It'd probably sell a lot more if your name was attached. I bet it would, because you've got a bigger audience of people who don't understand what ICC is. But you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I am. But you know what I'm saying, though, yeah? So that's what you're peed off about. But because you've got nothing in writing, you don't really have a leg to stand on. I'm sorry, that's just, you know, if we were just honest about this. Let's carry on.
And when I first met Josh in Florida, when he contacted me about doing the documentary a long time ago, Finding the Light, we talked in the car, and he said he basically got along in life by taking other people's ideas and doing...
Oh, really, Huff? Really? Somehow... This is kind of like the whole Proven Demon situation, when Andrew came to me and said, would you work with Huff? And I said, no, hell no. I would, he said. You don't want to burn your bridges down, Riley. If you burn all your bridges, you're not going to have any sort of opportunities. You're burning your bridges. It's that same sort of thing. I don't believe Josh said to you, you know what, Huff? I get by stealing everybody's ideas. That's a fucking Freudian slip. I reckon that's what you think and feel, because you have done that before, and it's been proven you've taken other people's ideas before and ran with them over and over again, because you don't have the imagination. I prove you ain't got the imagination because you've been having the same lump of shit and just repackaging it over and over again. Go back to your first Portal and your latest Miracle Box, whatever the fuck it's called. Show me the differences, and if you dare say, yeah, look at the size of this crystal, I'm going to fucking belt you on.
It better. And I should have known, but I trusted him. And it's hard for me to trust anyone, and it's people like him and others who have used me over the years that make me...
You were abused? Who's abused you over the years? People called you out on fucking faking stuff? Or what do you mean? It's hard to trust. Yeah, it is hard to trust. When you're that scummy and scammy and people like cotton onto that, it is hard to find partners. There are out there, and you can have business partners who, like, you know, go the same way as you. But the problem is there's no like honor amongst thieves, which is like one of my when I did a very short video in my work span about you two. My thumbnail was no honor amongst thieves, because it's true. You two would rat each other out the minute you get it if you think money's involved. I just know, because money is all, that's all that matters to both of you. Money.
Happy to live like a hermit out here in the woods, just Debbie and I, because she's the only person I trust. And
yeah, and how
besides my mother.
And how did you afford that property out in the woods, Huff? Out in the middle of nowhere? Properties like that are not fucking cheap. How did you afford to be able to live off grid almost, if you want to call it that? I wonder how you afforded that. Through hard graft and hard work, like physical labour, or getting a job that's, honest, humble living, which I don't begrudge you for not doing per se, but come on, man.
And my son and my best friend, Mike. Those are the only people in life I trust. And it's because of BS like this. I don't love you any less and still consider you a friend, but I had to share my true feelings as I feel that's important for many reasons. You may see it as me not having a clear head, but at the end of the day...
Not having a clear head? You got a perfectly clear head, mate. You know exactly what you want, and you haven't got it, so fucking what? You counted on another income stream here, no matter how small or big.
I see it as once again having my work used for someone else's gain. I'm sorry.
What? What? Can I rewind 15 seconds? I don't know if you'll let
I think
me.
you would feel the same if the shoe was on
Hang on, let's go back a touch.
day. I see it as once again having my work used for someone else's gain. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're a good actor. You're a fucking good actor. You. Oh,
Shiner Lake says you're amazing.
oh bless her.
Aw.
That's very kind. Thank you, Shine Light. I can't actually see the chat. Is the chat there? Can you show me some chat? There's 37 people there. It's probably like quite a big stream for me.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Marcy C's just send you $28 in Snapchat or whatever it is, super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just to be aware, if anyone's after the super chat thing, it's amazing. Thank you. I'm not like saying. Just be aware that I must get up to. Don't put more money down, but you have to hit $60 minus 30% to get anything from a super chat next month. That's how YouTube works. If you want us to receive it immediately, go to a PayPal link. But either way, it's fucking cool that you've even done that and considered that, okay? But you need to know how YouTube works. It's unfair. They should make that a lot more clearer. So, like, when you click on the icon, it should say, like, 30% goes to YouTube. It's a bit sneaky doing that. But either way, the thought's there, and it's fucking awesome. Thank you very much, Marcia. I see you quite a lot on certain other channels, we'll just say. And we're fighting the same fight. I know, Marcia. Well, no names here, because this is a focus session. Thanks, Marcia.
I think you would feel the same if the shoe was on the other foot. I'm not talking of financial gains either.
Aw, so
In any case, again, I'll do what I do as I have.
What's she put? Show me. Oh my gosh, someone done another one. Sorry, I can't actually see the chat on my phone, which is really weird. So I'm having to use two phones. Your phone's gonna die? Oh shit. Oh, shine a light. Bless you. It's amazing.
It's
Look,
awesome.
look.
Thank you.
Those super chats are just as helpful because at the end of the month, I don't make $60 in ad revenue anywhere near. So those super chats will tally up and they will get me to an amount. And what will happen is at the month after, I believe, I'll receive that when I fucking need it most. So thank you very, very much. Thank you. Let us carry on. Fucking diamonds.
And if anything, it has woke me up some.
Yeah.
You say I play the victim, but let me ask you this. You said I played the victim when I said, why are you taking my work?
You played a victim. Why are you taking my work? Does that sound victim-like to you?
If you discovered these things within ITC, and I asked you to do an app together to use these ideas and discoveries, and we agreed, but all of a sudden I did it on my own and left you out and called it the HUFF app and then released it as such.
Oh, but you've done that already! You've done that several times before to other people, Huff! Can you not remember? Have you got a short-term memory? Alright, granted, it was like 6 years ago or so, but you have done that before. You have, mate. Come on, rack your brains, okay?
You wouldn't feel a bit slighted or hurt? If not,
Maybe karma is a thing, I don't know.
then I am a flawed man, and I have to apologize. The only offer I saw from you was to pay me for sales, which to me meant you wanted me to promote it. That's what I saw from it, and that's the last email I sent Josh.
We assume that's the last email, because he doesn't actually show any screenshots. I mean, it might well be, I'm not saying it's not, but for someone who's a video editor,
I did not want to do this video. I have the whole email record, the good, the bad, and the ugly in there. He's been through some stuff, and he's climbed over that stuff, and he's risen above it in his life. And
all right, let's give Josh a bit of a round of applause. Josh, what Huff is talking about here about Josh climbing over stuff. Josh was a bit of a gangster. Used to probably fucking deal crack or something on the side of a street. I don't know. But he was a bit of a gangster. I think he shot someone and he very nearly ended up in prison or did end up in jail or something along those lines. Don't quote me. I don't know the exact full story. Hey, I'm going to show you out though, Josh. If you read his book, his personal biography, you'll learn about it. I'll tell you what, I bet Josh's book is a lot more interesting than Huff's book. But yeah, Josh was a bit of a gangster. He's a bit of a cunt. He stole and all the rest of it and drug dealed, and he got over that. So, you know, credit where credit's due. Josh might be a fucking moron and followed Huff and wanted an income stream, but bear in mind he owns his own business as well as a hooker bar, so he's not like unsuccessful, even if this shit with the Huff box goes wrong. You know what I mean? He's got his own business. That's a pretty good achievement, I'd say. You know, closest I can get to is I had my own taxi business for a bit, and you know, still didn't really success. After 4 years, it sort of crumbled. So come on, man. Well done, Josh. Let's give him a round of applause. Everybody clap your hands. Wait. No, like, jokes aside, that does have to be saying something. So when Huff says that, he is being true. Josh has overcome some hurdles. I will give the credit there, and it's credit that really needs to be noted. Fair play on that front.
I respected him for that. I respected him for the fact that we would have phone calls at least once a week. It felt like it, if not once a month. We would talk for an hour or two. And I loved those phone calls. I felt like I finally had a true friend.
Oh, yeah, the phone calls used to phone each other for hours, like bromance. Yeah, no, I can understand how it might be a bit hurtful, Huff. I'll give you a little benefit of the doubt on this front.
An ITC that I can trust, that I could love, and like the brother I never had. It was a team, right?
He a brother from another mother, yo.
And when I was betrayed like that, I could not believe it. It's like he switched, just like that.
He did what you'd have done if you had an advantage to take, because that's what you do. You're an opportunist, Huff. That's been proven. You really are an opportunist, and I think you're salty because he's done it to you, but you have done it to several other people. If this is the first time, right, this has ever happened, I could sort of like take your side a little bit, but you have done it to a lot of other people. Think back, mate. Come on. 5, 6, 7 years ago, think back. You know. And if the people who I'm talking about, because I can't actually remember their names exactly, I don't want to get it wrong. If they're watching this or they come across this video, feel free to put in the comments when Huff fucked you over on that front, when you had sort of a business deal, if you want to call it that, or an arrangement with him when he fucking took advantage. Feel free to put it in there. You know, he forgets that, I guess. So, is karma a thing? You let me know in the comments, guys. If karma is a thing, I'm owed quite a lot from certain things that have happened to me, but I don't look at it like that. Life is life. We all have our crosses to bear. I'm learning this fast. You know, I've done a lot of videos asking for help and shit, and I've received that help, you know, time and time again, even quite recently. But, big but, we all, like, you know, even Shine Light Hero us, we all have our fucking issues going on in our life. And sometimes it feels like no one knows, and you're on your own fighting the world, and you just want to fucking talk to someone about that, and there's no one who'll understand you or get you. It's like that. It's not just me. My wife's ill. This job's gone wrong. I'm going to be evicted from my house. You guys and everyone else all has that as well. And I learned that actually how to describe this? Much longer ago than a lot of people think. I do understand that.
And, you know, you can see Josh's true character in some of his videos.
Oh, like your true character, like seeing your true character in some of his videos. Oh, you little sly fox.
I'm not going to bash him in any way, shape, or form.
No, you're not going to bash him in shape or form, then quickly just rub your eyes like you're crying. You're a cunt.
But when we did Finding the Light, the documentary...
Why are you rubbing your eyes? There's no tears there. There's genuinely no tears there. You're a fucking...
I told you. You're not in the chat, are you?
What?
I said anyone that has any clue on body language and facial expressions could tell he's enjoying every minute of lying and deceiving people.
Oh, Jupiter's delight.
Yeah, sense of grandeur.
Sense of grandeur, Jupiter's delight, narcissism.
Really, yeah, the Jupiter's delight, like you said, it is so evident. He doesn't need to speak.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't get it. Because, like, I didn't. It's only because I watched so much crime stuff.
Yeah. All of our qualifications in, like, you know, human behaviour shit, we ain't qualified, so don't think we're anybody that can actually understand human psyche. But no. But a lot of people are like, no, certain people from certain sides are saying, you don't know anything about human psychology, yet they're pretending they do.
Oh, actually, I do. I've got...
Oh no, you're right. Actually, you do have a qualification. No, you do. You are right. No, you are right. You do have a qualification. We sort of got it started, actually, haven't we? When she went to college. All right. Fair shot. Yeah, we're qualified. We are. All right, we're semi-qualified. I do. Yes, Natalie does have some. No, it's only what you call an entry-level qualification, but she does have one. But yeah, that's what got started. I think in interest in the way people behave and the way they, their mannerisms.
I know the goodies and the baddies.
Yeah, people watch definitely. Hey, let's carry on. I wish I could see your fucking chat. I can't see it for shit.
Hi, nobody believes me. The cat, he's gone outside.
Huh?
Nobody believes me once the cat is gone outside.
Oh, Dr. Ray, yeah. Dr. Ray, we've had 2 cats in our house. One that's actually banned from our house from puking up a dead mouse on my daughter's head to crapping absolutely everywhere.
He's not anyone's cat, he's the neighbourhood
Yeah,
cat.
he's just a cat that goes everywhere. He's sort of banned from our house, but he's now sliding his way in, so...
He isn't.
Mrs. Maggie ain't letting it.
He's not. No, Philip. You have your own way all the time.
Not letting
It's family on the ground. That fucking cat is not residing with me. No. You move out or the cat does. One or the other.
Fine, the cat's not coming in. The cat's not coming in, fine.
No.
Fucking cat. He's trying his best. He's trying to be...
No.
Alright, okay, carry on.
Thank you.
And I'll link to it in the description below if you want to watch it.
But I am on this
And you watch us both on camera. He contacted me. He wanted to do a fundraiser for it. He wanted to film this. He said he had production crews and editors.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's bad for you. What's this about a fundraiser? Hang on a minute. Go back a touch. Sorry, I missed that. Right, so he's doing his fake cry thing.
But when we did Finding the Light, the documentary...
Finding the Light, yeah.
And I'll link to it in the description below if you want to watch it. And you watch us both on camera. He contacted me. He wanted to do a fundraiser for it. He wanted to film this. He said he had production crews and editors. And when we didn't raise enough money, he was so angry and upset.
No, Mr. Huff. Wow. Fucking wow. We'll go back a touch. Listen to this, guys. And I'll tell you the truth on this. Wow.
Description below if you want to watch it. And you watch us both on camera. He contacted me. He wanted to do a fundraiser for it. He wanted to film this. He said he had production crews and editors. And when we didn't raise enough money, he was so angry and upset. But he decided we're going to do it.
Wrong. He may have been angry and upset, but it was you that was fucking angry and upset. You berated your fans and said, I've got 80,000 subscribers. If all of you just donated $1, just one single dollar, we'd have this fucking documentary. But because, well, I didn't say fucking, but we'd have this documentary. But because none of you have, it's not going to happen now. And you made your fans feel like utter crap because they didn't donate enough. I can't remember. I think they donated like $8,000 or something instead of 80 grand. I mean, it's a lot of money. You wanted your holiday paid for, is what you fucking wanted. Don't twist this on Josh because it was. It may have been angry too. Don't get me wrong, but you're the one that put out the post saying these things. You fucking proven, yeah.
Anyway, and he would edit most of it. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Flew out to Florida, went to Key West, made the video. But if you watch it, you can see the personalities of us both. And that's all I'll say.
Well, you are better acting in front of the camera than he is, showing your true fucking feelings because you got experience on that front.
In any case, it's now midnight, and I just read this...
Hang on. I'm going to say this. You can't trust what time it is, because Huff has done this before. A lot of the times, he's Freudian slipped. He did a session where, it's 11 o'clock at night, guys. I'm tired. He's in his pyjamas. And he puts up a transition screen, transition to the next scene, and he puts like 11:11 a.m. I'm like, hang on a minute. It's going to be 11:11 p.m. 11:11 a.m. That's the morning. You fucking idiot. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. It's really late. So it might be midnight, him doing this, but don't take his word for it because he's lied on that again several times.
Comment in the community forum for the 4th or 5th time from someone saying Josh is going to out you. He's going to tell everyone you stole his app and other whatever things. And there's no other things. I got angry with him in an email. And I said some harsh stuff, but who...
Oh, you didn't show us that email, did you? You didn't show us that email. That's interesting.
Wouldn't, right? It's 10 years of my life working on this stuff. And I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you love me. Anyone knows if you put your life into something and someone takes those ideas and steals them from you and then accuses you of stealing it from them?
I sort of side with you on this a little bit, actually, Huff. Right, listen. I don't care if you love me. I don't care if you hate me. Right. Let's get one thing straight. I don't hate you, okay? Stop with you're just jealous or you're just a hate. I don't hate you. I was a fan of you, in fact. Maybe you call me a disgruntled fan me. I don't know. What I am calling you out for is you're fake. You're fake. You're not real. But yeah, 10 years you have worked on this, okay? You've worked at being a fake. You've worked hard at being a fake. It's no doubt that you're lazy. All right, when I say lazy, you wanted to do this fakery business because it stops you from having to have a hardcore, typical job, right? Fair enough. And well done for having the brains to scam everyone, I guess. Not really a nice thing to say, but you know what I'm saying. And I understand 10 years working and someone's going to fuck up your income stream, it's going to piss you off. So when I say I side with you on this, I don't side with you in terms of the ethics, but I get where you're coming from. Does that make sense? But yeah, mate. Imagine being HUFF Paranormal. I got a job I'm really happy with now, and long may it last. It's good pay for me. It's not probably good pay for somebody else, but for me, it's quite good pay. I drive around all day in a van, delivering these CO2 counters. They're heavy, all right, so it's hard labour. But people pay money to go to a gym. I don't need to pay money to go to a gym. I'm going to be fucking buff as fuck in a year. Natalie will tell you. She'll tell you. She saw me live with these counters. She's like, what the fuck? What? Yeah, in a week or two.
That was a wimp.
Yeah.
He isn't now.
No, I'm getting quite a bit of fucking muscle in less than a week or two. So you don't want to fuck with me. I can do fucking.
He was going to throw me about earlier. I was like, not throwing me around. He says you're the right weight to throw you about.
I was talking about sexual.
I know you were. I was laughing.
Yeah, I'm going to throw fucking 4 punches in a second without speeding up the footage soon. I'm going to be hard to cunt, I'll tell you.
I know that's what you were talking about, you dickhead. That's what I was
Regardless, right? Like, jokes aside, I'm happy with what I got. And it is an honest living, But I forgot what my point was now. Thank you, Natalie. Let's just move on. Before I dig myself a hole, for fuck's sakes.
What's wrong with that picture? Now, I made the Miracle Box app after he did that.
Oh, so you made the Miracle Box app after that? And I bet half of that incorporated his ideas anyway, because you couldn't bear to lose out on an income stream. I think that he admits this. Hang on.
I said, I'm going to beat him to the punch, and I'm going to create my app based on my devices.
Ah, so there you go. So Josh, you realise Josh was going to make this app with your ideas, your shitty, normal, scammy ideas. So you beat him to the punch. Anyway, what the fuck are you whinging about then?
I emailed Keith Weldon of the Chill Seekers. I told.
Oh God, Keith Weldon of all fucking people.
On the situation, he said, I'm on it. He made the app because he knows. He's worked with me many times. He's used the first portal, the Wonder Box. We went on location.
Yeah, it's just as rubbish at the power. Keith Weldon, I don't think as someone like Keith Weldon, I don't think he understands the game in terms of the scam, in terms of how to play to the audience. Keith Weldon does genuinely believe a Wonder Box works, and will put Huff on a pedestal, because Keith Weldon, bless him, is a bit of a simpleton.
And work together, and Keith is an amazing, great guy in this.
Translation: he's a very moldable character that I can mold, and he's impressed by my presence, is what you mean.
Field. If you don't know Keith Weldon, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy because he if Keith Weldon disagreed with you, he wouldn't be a great guy, am I right?
And he's went through some stuff recently too, a divorce and
okay, well, no disrespect to Keith Weldon, he is a simpleton when it comes to the ITC, but going through a divorce is very tragic and painful, and it's my worst nightmare because I love my wife to fucking death. So I don't know if that's how he felt, or maybe he did the divorce, who fucking knows. But I will just give a little respect, a little bit of nod. That's hard to go through, going through a divorce, Keith Weldon. But you are a simpleton when it comes to ITC.
you know, but he made the app for me. And I released it.
Stop rubbing your fucking eyes. You're not crying, you cunt.
And Josh immediately said I stole his app.
Ah, right. Now I see where. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. So Josh had app. Huff gave him ideas. Josh is going to release app. Huff thought, no, you fucking don't, you cunt. Made the app, makes it, releases it. Josh sees it and goes, hey, you bastard. And that's where we're at.
When all I was doing was stealing it back from the man who stole it from me.
Ah, okay. You'd be good in court, my man. I wish you were my lawyer.
So these are going to be the only words on video I say about this situation. If you want to know more, if you want to know the details, and I'm not going to slander Josh, you know, in some weird way.
Too late. Too late.
I still love the guy like a brother. I miss our phone calls. I miss...
Yeah, no doubt you miss the good times. I'm not denying that, but too late, mate.
Working with him. But looking back, knowing that all of that was just a ruse to use me for...
Oh, so this is the whole time that he followed you and lived off your coattails and followed you a whole way. It was just a ruse. He was waiting for this moment just to pounce on you. Wow, Josh, that was a long game plan.
Pain, you know, it hurts my heart. It makes me want to just quit.
Fuck off. It makes you want to... Shut up.
But I can't do that. You know, I'll still be here.
Of course you can't do it. You it's an income stream. Oh, I hate when you say shit like this. It gets me riled up.
Doing what I do. Warts and all, mistakes and all. And I've made many mistakes.
Oh, you made many mistakes, all right, my friend. But you and you'll continue to make them because that's the business plan. That's the business model. Those mistakes are purposeful, so to say. You are not the spokesperson of ITC. In fact, your newest video about the Queen, not that I'm a royalist, I don't give a fuck about the Queen in any shape or form, but mate, why would the Queen come and visit you? Just think about this. Of all the people, all the celebrities you've had, right? Most of them really wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire in life. So why they come to you in death, I really don't know. But the Queen, to say the Queen came through to you. You hacked that video up so damn quick. It's 8 minutes long, right? 8 minutes of the worst of the worst of the worst of just utter... If you want to make the IT scene look rubbish, trashy, scummy, and all the rest of it, you succeeded on that 8-minute video in seconds. Natalie commented on, why are you using lullabies for the transitions? You know, you had lullaby music. I mean, you spoke to her like she was a baby. She didn't even have dementia. If she had dementia, I could understand like why you talk like her. Not that spirits would necessarily... Well, going by your logic, spirits don't have dementia. When they're spirit, they're like, you know, back to normal and shit. I don't know, you know. But fucking hell, man. That was scammy as fuck. And then you defended it in your comment on your community post saying like, it was a celebration of life. Yeah, it was a celebration of fucking trying to get some views. Jesus Christ, that's bad. And I don't even like the Queen. I have no, you know, if the Queen was here now in spirit form, I'd want to ask her a couple of questions about some kids that went missing, you know, in the 60s that in 2013 she was deemed guilty for. I want to know the answer and what her version of events were. I'm not saying she is guilty, maybe she wasn't guilty, but I want, you know, I'd love to speak to her about that and see what she has to say. You know what I'm saying? You, on the other hand,
in this, but it's all in the name of research and thinking outside the box. As you can see behind me, I'm redecorating the session room with a white light theme. I have a new bridge I made that's pure white. The room is white.
What's it say? What's the comment from Luna say?
I knew it was only a matter of time. Remember, Phil, when we warned Josh back in the day that Huff was going to screw him over?
We did warn Josh that he was going to screw him over. We did, and he wouldn't listen. And like, nah, that's very true. I don't know who's right or wrong in this situation, but you are correct, Luna.
And I'm hoping to create some productive sessions here. Other than that, besides this hurting my heart and soul and having to make this video, you know, Debbie and I are extremely happy here. But I had to do this because I don't need more lies spread around about me, more nonsense.
Take control of a narrative, Huff. Take control of a narrative.
Survived all that stuff in the past, and I'll survive this. Unfortunately, when greed, when darkness...
When greed. Oh, fucking hell, that's rich. Darkness. Yeah. There's no love here, guys. Love is the key. Fucking hell. Jesus.
when jealousy takes...
Oh, jealousy. Yeah, jealousy. That's the other buzzword. You're just jealous of me, bro. Trust me, bro. You're just jealous.
over, these kind of things happen. And again, I was not even going to mention Josh in the book except for what I've already written, which was...
I wasn't gonna say shit, dude. I wasn't gonna say shit. But then he threatened my income stream, and I wanted that income stream, so I went ahead and fucking beat him to the punch. And now a cunt's calling me out, so I need to protect that. Bottom line.
Even
the experience we had making Finding the Light.
Oh, fucking hell, PA. Fuck off. Oh, bless her. That's terrible. PA!
I don't know where Stopfrop's gone.
Is he
I
there?
thought he was going to entertain me.
Yeah,
Stopfrop, drop me a note.
he'll come back in a bit. He's probably just wetting himself.
You cracked me up. That was well funny.
And that he was like a brother to me, and that we no longer spoke, and that hurt me. But now, I don't know how he sees he's the victim when he stole my ideas and I just took them back, but...
Oh, you're both victims, for fuck's sakes.
You guys can do whatever you want. If you want to watch him, feel free. If you want to watch me, feel free. If you want to watch both, feel free. But you're not going to find hate, attack, and drama here.
You know, in general, no, you're not. I mean, like I said, you've got a formula for your channel. That doesn't fit in your channel, Huff. Hence why you delete comments criticizing you, anything. And you call them hate comments when they're just genuine questions sometimes. Like some people just ask you a question, you outright ban them and delete their shit when it's a logical and fair question. But it doesn't fit with the narrative, so they're blocked, they're banned, they're gone. You do that all the time, okay? I know a couple of people, you know, who are like that, who are more personal to me than you, so to say, you know? So no, you won't find hate on your channel. This video is very unusual, admittedly, to your formula. But you've got to play, you know, I can't think of nothing worse than waking up every day, right, as a YouTuber, and uploading the same fucking video over and over again, scripted. It has the same start. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. This is the such and such army or fam or whatever. You know, drawing chalk on floors or what, I don't know, getting wonder boxes out there, the same shit over and over, and then closing down, putting a clickbait up. This has gone wrong. Don't try this at home. Or this person has come through. You'll never guess what happened next. Or I just can't, over and over and over again. It's just, that would demean me. I'd hate to wake up like that. So no, man, I ain't jealous of you, Huff. You might make a lot more money than I could ever do on my stupid van job getting buff, lifting fucking CO2 canisters all day long, okay? No doubt, even though I think I'm quite well paid for, you know, what I'm used to. I haven't got paid yet, hence help. But my point is this, yeah? I don't envy you, okay? You can make a lot more money than me, and I'm sure you do. But I just couldn't pull that shit off. I couldn't do it. I'd break, and I would stop making the videos, stop making the uploads. I need to be free to deviate. Some people say, hey, Order, what, you know, you could have done like super paranormal and just concentrate on your sessions only, and made proper paranormal content. Mate, I've done loads of sessions. I've got over 300 or 400 of them, okay? I do many things. I don't want to be tied down to one thing. That would bore the fuck out of me. Anything from music videos to interviewing the homeless. Well, I'm not saying I've done it all, but you know, I've done so much variety, and I don't care if it doesn't stick and it doesn't hit the algorithm or go any further. That's fine by me, you know, because I just couldn't do that YouTube formula and, you know, day in, day out, lying to my audience in effect that I'm happy with this. Or maybe you are happy with it, but with me, I'd be lying, you know? I'd be lying, saying, you know, this is cool. It's not cool, man. It's fucking, depressing.
He's being slated on here. They're going for him.
I don't doubt it. I mean, he's pissed off a lot of people, you know?
Well, like Lena says, what the fuck is Huff going to do when he croaks it and meets God? Does he think he can get away with confessing beforehand because you have to have remorse for what you do?
Yeah, that's
Or
it.
words to that effect?
My thoughts are with the family, you know, like, I mean, like, celebrities, okay, celebrities are
And what
cunt.
about the Queen's session as well?
Yeah, I mean, celebrities, like I said, I've got no opinion on the Queen dying, you know, I don't want her to die or anything like that. I didn't want her to die, you know, and like I said, I have questions about the kids that went missing that were in her care in the 60s. I really do have questions about it, but I want to hear her side. Maybe it's nothing to do with her, you know, I don't know, but that's the genuine questions I have. It's not a hateful thing. I'm just curious, what happened there? Why are you accused of this, you know? And she'll say, well, one would say that didn't happen. I don't know what she'd say. I'm joking. But my point is this, right? When it comes to celebrities, they are people at the end of the day. Cunts or not cunts, they are still people. I mean, all people are cunts. I can be a cunt if I want to be. I've said some cunty things to people before. You know, no human is perfect, okay? And I stick my hand up. I've said some horrible things to people before or stepped out of line. I've tried to apologise for it when I've thought I'm in the wrong here and there. I have done, I promise you. And you can find those apology videos. They're on there. And they're not stupid YouTube apology videos where you dance around it. I've generally said, look, I'm really sorry. You know, look at me virtue signaling. But my point is this, they're people though, right? So when Huff does these sessions, right, that's someone's mother, that's someone's brother, that's someone's lover, right? Imagine that, my wife dies now, okay, or I die, or my daughter dies, which, yeah, I know. And then, you know, you go on YouTube just to, like, I don't know, escape from that reality just for a bit, and then it recommends, Huff Paranormal speaks to Missy Camaro, or Natalie Riley, or Philip Riley, you know, order of magnitude. He says from the grave that he's happy or some shit, I don't know, or he's in hell. Oh, wouldn't you want to fucking kill him? Wouldn't you? Like, what the hell are you doing? I never said get in contact with him. And what makes it worse is if it was a real session, like, you know, maybe order of magnitude or whoever, or a celebrity. I'm not comparing myself to a celebrity, by the way, but a celebrity came through. Say they did actually come through. Kurt Cobain would say, right? Say they actually did come through. That's one thing. But in Huff's case, they haven't come through. He's made it up. He's selected sound samples to fit a story arc, a narrative. That is, like, beyond fucked up. Doing a spirit box session, you know, to someone you really like as a fan, the minute they die is one thing, maybe. Bit frowned upon, but, you know, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? But to physically, utterly fake it and say, like, you saved Johnny Cash from going to hell and brought him to the light like some sort of Jesus, that's pretty warped, man. Huff, I hope you, like, listen to this and understand where we're coming from. Not trying to fucking bash you, but well, I am trying to bash you. You know this. You fucking know this. And as I was saying, I really would hate to wake up every morning being you and doing that. Anyway, this is the end of Huff's video. We've got Josh's to go and we're going to bed.
And I know that's the popular thing of the day, attack, hate, division, but I'm not doing it. What you just heard was my true
You just did.
story about Josh and myself, and that's the real deal. I never stole anyone's app. So there you go.
Well, you did. You stole it, but you said you stole... Forget it.
I love you all. I thank you all. And I will be back really soon. Bye.
Yeah, I'll be back really soon when I do the Queen session. Queen Elizabeth came through and she said, one would say I'm a bit of a cunt. Goodbye. Rape porn. Guru. Jesus Christ. Right. Who's ready to hear Josh's side of the story? Are you ready? You want to hear Josh's side? Here's Josh's side. Hang on.
You serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Here's Josh's side. Let's go.
Oh, what a tough situation this was. You know, I wanted to make this video.
Oh, go start. Oh.
This is a video I should have made over a year and a half ago, and I didn't because I thought I was protecting people.
Oh, did you see that? In the corner there, it said 3rd of September. When did Huff upload? So Josh has pre-prepared this video before Huff, it would seem, unless he's lying about the date. I mean, anyone could stamp a date in their video. That's kind of interesting, wouldn't you say? Now, maybe he did this video before Huff. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just stamped. I mean, these guys are quite clever at being, like, sly. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
From hearing something that was very sad and very unfortunate. I'm in my car because
I'm doing an order of magnitude video. I love doing order of magnitude videos where you're in the car. That is the place to be when you're doing a YouTube video. Always in the fucking car with a phone set. Where's your steering wheel, Josh? Put the phone between the steering wheel. Come on. You're going to do it properly. You got to do a proper order of magnitude video. That's why you're in the car. Oh. Sorry, I got the wrong end of the stick.
I was so rattled with what I saw tonight from a video from Steve Huff that I had to get in my car and just kind of go sit in it for a few.
Yeah, I just had to get in my car. No, all right, jokes aside. Josh, I do get that. Running to your car for a place to shield yourself from world when you're pissed off, or van in my case now, for fucking sure, mate. I'll give you that. It is like a little solace, a place, my own little place. I get that. I'll give you that.
Minutes, go for a drive. It's pretty.
Of course you go for a drive. What car you got? Got some leather seats there. I'm pretty good at identifying cars, but he's not giving me enough info. I'd love to know what car Josh has. Do you reckon it's a Mustang? Place your bets in the live chat what car Josh owns. Because you know it's... Well, you can't see much anyway because he has a leather seat. You can't really see much. So I have no fucking clue. I reckon it's a General Motors car of some sort. I'm looking at the door card there and the fucking lock pin thing. It's not a pin, it's like a little LED light in most General Motors cars. So it could be a Mustang or something like that. It's a new car, definitely. But I'm curious what car he's got because you know it's going to be something a bit sporty to take his... because that's the sort of guy he is. Don't blame him. I like a bit of a sporty car. And I will own one day. I fucking will.
Sad. Anyone that's been watching me, watching Steve for years, knows the truth. And
oh, we know the truth, Josh. We definitely know the truth, my friend.
Knows exactly what I'm saying is exactly the truth. And that tonight, unfortunately, a very sad video was posted by him, spinning some truths and really twisting a lot.
Oh, don't worry, Josh. I have live streams done on me completely twisting things, or in my case, just outright lies. Natalie, can you just confirm that I'm not a domestic wife abuser to you? Natalie?
What?
A domestic wife abuser? Do I...
I'll knock you the fuck out.
I'm the one that's being abused!
No, but if you came... I would never... I don't even breathe now. Alright, pre-COPD. Alright? I would never ever hurt you or anybody else, but you would only ever hit me once, boy.
That's what she says. She said that before to me, like, not because of an argument, but she said at the start of her writing, you'll only ever hit me once. So knock that shit on the head, calling me a wife beater or whatever the fuck it is. Knock that on the head.
Never ever hurt me or disrespect. You know, we have our little tiffs, but that's it.
Just like, yeah.
No, any other couple doesn't have. What the hell? You got nothing on him, so you accuse him of that?
It's pretty bad. I mean...
No. Where's your proof? That's the first thing. Where's your proof that he's abusing me and more... I tell you, if he hurt my daughter, he wouldn't come back through this door at all.
Yeah.
I can assure you of that.
In the words of that shitty fucking 7-year-old video, it's not really 7-year-old. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I was listening to... The thing is, right, someone like that has a lot of followers, you know, over 200,000 subs, and they're all very, well, not all, but quite a few are very impressionable kids, you know what I mean? Which can cause a reaction if they're watching, or, you know, watching their idol, someone who they idolise because they enjoy their content. It's a disgusting thing to do, but I know why he's done it, because I've called him out on several things, like burying bones in the wall and shit, and, you know, so I get it, but, you know, you need to criticise me on my own fuck-ups, my own things that I've messed up on or you don't agree with. Don't just make stuff up. Yeah, you don't just make stuff up, you know. Things you notice, if you notice something about me or notice something I put up, then yeah, by all means, fucking have a go at me, but don't just make stuff up. That's fucking terrible. Anyway, we were talking about Josh, not that.
It's pretty sad.
No, You didn't tell me.
For about 8 years.
No, I didn't tell you because I think you'd go fucking mental and want to have a go at him. Like,
I am gonna have a go at him.
Feel free. I'm not stopping you.
I've been great friends with Steve Huff.
It's gonna be nuts.
I've defended him vehemently against anyone that attacked him. I worked with him, so I knew that he was real, and so people saying he was fake was terrible.
Oh, Josh, you weren't even thought it was real. No, I want to know if that statement is true in terms of Josh, because there's a bit of going back to the body, what do you call it, where you know it's body language. He shook his head then. Oh yeah, he's real, and let's go back a bit. He shakes his head as in no.
Years, I've been great friends with Steve Huff. I've defended him vehemently against anyone that attacked him. I worked with him, so I knew that he was real, and so people saying...
I knew that he was real, and he shakes his head, no. He shook his head, no. Now, I wanted to know if that statement was, oh yeah, he's real, and you were taken into the Steve Huff magic and believed it. Seeing is believing because Steve had something pre-prepared for you. Or you know what's what, because your body language then is you shook your head. It's subliminal, my friend. You shook your head left and right. If you nodded your head, yeah, he's real, nodded your head.
Whoa.
But you shook your head left and right. That's not a good sign.
He was fake, was terrible.
Well, listen to this from
He's a
Luna.
Go on.
Well, this is to PA. It's Luna messaging PA, but
Go on.
I bought it as in a guitar years ago, right?
Yep. What, his app?
She did say what it was, a box. Yeah, sadly.
Oh, it's just, no, I think I know. Yeah, Luna. I think Luna actually spent like several thousand pounds.
When she was in
on
her 20s, she's 34 now. She says, yeah. So not quite a few years ago, but this is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, PA. I bought it because I didn't believe what he said. He swore up and down at work. Well, I spent 5k on the guitar amp. Opened it up, found it about 90% empty with wires taped that go nowhere at all.
Oh my god, so you didn't even do a good job on
No. So when you open it up, she's saying that the wires were taped to.
Yeah, that's it. Because some people were a bit mad about the quality of his stuff. Right? Forget the fact that the damn thing doesn't work. Forget the fact that it's not a something that he's made in terms of physically soldered, circuit boards together. It is an off-the-shelf unit. Right? Which he has, decorated with superglue and whatnot. But then, when you send that to someone who spent, £5,000, as she said, I think I know you're on about that. I know the name Luna. I had heard it before and I spoke to her before. But yes, I remember her telling me she physically bought, she spent thousands on one of these damn things.
Yeah,
physically, she went the whole hog with him. And even the quality of the delivery of it, with no refunds or anything, and getting in touch with her saying, whoa, dude, yeah, let's carry on. Oh, it makes me mad.
Man, he's invented a lot of amazing
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let us know. It's fine.
things. He's come up with some wonderful ideas. I think deep down he's a...
That's right. Yeah, that's all it is. That's what it is, and they think it's amazing because sometimes it's backwards. So what you hear is yeah, blah, 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 blah. Ha! He said ha. My granddad says ha quite a lot. Yeah, you make up your own story. That isn't ITC. That isn't intelligence. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's what I try.
That's making people feel bad about themselves.
Well, yeah, because that's what he says. That's what he says. Because he turns around and he says, "It's your fault. You can't get any communication. If you say I can't get anything, because you're not as grounded as I am.
I would feel violated because it's bad enough you spent money on it. That's one
big
side.
Money as well, four-figure sums.
Yeah, but that's the money is one aspect of it, but. You'd feel violated that you thought you were going to get to speak to your mum or your relative or whatever, when really you're not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere.
It is a bad scope for both of these guys. That's the type of ITC, and I'm glad because I'll tell you what, High Priestess. I haven't spoken to her for a little while. She sends me some things here and there on Google Chat, but my Google Chat doesn't really work very well. So High Priestess, if you watch this, I'm sorry, but I haven't replied to some of your stuff. She only replies here and there, not much. But she sent me a TikTok where someone said, "This is see, it wouldn't even let me load the video, but I got the title. The title said, Steve Huff does not represent the ITC community. Clearly, it's someone fucking angry about him doing the Queen session or whatever. And everyone thinks he's like the, well, not everyone, but the people who are not in the know thinks he's a spokesperson of the ITC because he's got the most subs or whatever, when he really, really isn't. And he does not represent the ITC community at all, the paranormal community, because of, well, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
An amazing person. I trusted him like a brother. I devoted a chapter in my book to him.
Oh,
I
no.
tried to include him on a number of different projects that he just really wasn't interested in. But it didn't matter because he was always making sure that I...
Josh, he wasn't interested in your projects because it wasn't going to make him enough money. He thought he could make a lot more money with his name rather than yours. You're just a follower, mate. Look how many subs you got. Look how many he's got, okay? You're trying to ride off his coattails and all that, which is fine. I understand that. But that's why he wasn't interested, because he thought, well, whatever it is you do, if I just stamp my name on there instead of yours, I'm going to make the money. If I'm involved with you, I know you get like 10%, 50%, whatever you offer. It's fucking nothing, man. I can do it myself. You're following him, not the other way around. He didn't treat you like a brother, mate. You treated him like a brother, but he didn't treat you like one. Sorry to break that to you. We did warn you.
At a box or, showing his generosity. And people would say to me, why do you follow him or why do you care?
Mate, let me tell you something else. He wasn't being generous by giving you certain boxes. He was marketing, what you call marketing, okay? You using his box and whatnot, because oh man, Steve Huff gave me a box. You're thinking that box costs $6 grand, $7 grand, or whatever it is he sells it for. No, that box cost a couple of hundred, right? That's worth it to get to, how many subs you got, Josh? I don't know, 20,000 or whatever it is, 60,000, I can't remember. But, you got more than 4-figure subs, yeah? 5-figure subs, 6-figure subs, I don't fucking know, don't really care. But it's marketing. So he gives you a box, you do sessions with that box. Where's that box come from? Oh, it comes from Steve Huff. Steve Huff's my buddy, he's my friend, he's amazing, he's my idol, he's my guru, blah, 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 blah. Oh, where can I buy one of these boxes? Oh, from Steve Huff. You get what I'm saying, Josh? He didn't give you it because he's generous, my friend. He gave it to you to market, you fool.
You're like a mini Huff or all this other stuff. It's so terrible.
Well, you kind of did, like, not being funny, Josh, but you did emulate his persona to the T. Let's be honest here, mate. Not being rude to you. Don't you dare try and strike my channel again after this, by the way.
I'd say he's my friend. I love him.
Yeah.
And I know
No, I believe you love him, but he didn't love you.
It's real. And you don't know him like I do. So you'll see one day.
Wrong, mate. You don't know him. And you just said it. You'll see one day. Well, you'll see now, don't you, Josh? You're seeing it fucking now.
And I'm saying, no, you'll see one day.
No, Josh. Sorry, mate. Sorry. You shouldn't have struck my channel, bud.
I came up with the idea. Write a book. I felt like I was inspired to write a book, come up with an app, and start holding events. And I said,
okay, so you wanted to market yourself. I'm going to write a book, market myself, do some events for spirit fucking shit, because, well, is your hookah bar going well? Josh, let me give you some advice. How's that hookah bar going? I'm not talking about prostitutes, I'm on about smoking. I thought it was a prostitute bar originally. Hookah. Joke. Concentrate on that, my bud, or another business, because that's where the money's going to be if you want a comfortable life and drive that Mustang or whatever it is you're driving now. I don't fucking know. Forget this fucking shit that you're doing. It's not going to make you money under Steve Huff's wing. He'll take it all because that's his gambit, if that makes sense.
Steve, you should write a book. And we should create an app together. And we should do events together. Because everyone else hates what we do.
Yeah, that'd be cool and that. You and Huff against the world. I get it.
We're fake and all this other stuff, but we know what we are. People that watch us know what we are. And he was...
Yeah, people that watch you know what you are, right? Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool, man. But, no real initiative on his part, and that sucks. But, it didn't matter. I had a little bit...
He got no initiative, mate, because he didn't think it would make him any money. He thought, you're the driving force. It's meant to be the other way around. You're the follower. He wants to give you the crumbs, okay, while he mops up the cake. Jesus Christ, Josh, I thought you know better than this. You're a fucking gangster, for God's sake, or an ex-gangster. You're a tough guy. You can wipe the floor with him. I bet you can knock out Steve Huff in a second.
more gusto in me. So I figured, okay, he's a brilliant ideas. I support him. You know, so many people have screwed him over.
Have they? More the other way round, Josh. More the other way round. He screwed them over. That's a really bad still. Josh, what are you taking? I'm sorry. Josh, let me congratulate you, by the way, of not becoming... I know it's a long time ago now, so it's past life. You're not even like that no more, but well done for not being a gangster no more. And I reckon you should concentrate on that business you got. I bet it's doing well. What are you, in Los Angeles or somewhere I think you're at? You know, you got quite a hotspot there, haven't you? Concentrate on that shit and then fucking... Forget this fucking crap with Steve Huff. Seriously, mate. This isn't you.
You know, unbelievable. And I said, so I got a quote from a friend of mine who does some basic developing and stuff, and he said about 10 grand it would take to create an app.
10 grand? 10 fucking grand? Yeah, and how many are you going to sell, Josh? How many of those apps... Oh, my God. So, to break even, what, if you're selling those apps at what is it you said to Steve? $5 or so. He said, no, $10 or something, you know. 10 grand? I hope you don't treat your hooker bar like this, because if you are, you're going to be in massive debt and fuck up. I thought you were a businessman. That's very expensive. Jesus, mate.
I told Steve, and he said, yeah, sure, all right, maybe. And, you know, nothing came about it. And then a few months later, I said, listen, I'm going to start on it. And, you know, I'm letting you know I'm doing it. And, you know, it is definitely inspired by your box. There was no hiding that or question of that.
No, there isn't, Josh. You are a mini Huff. Everything you've done has been inspired by or directly copied to Huff. I'm sorry, mate, but there's no way around that. And okay, you're admitting that, but I don't see any way around it. You got not an original bone in your body at the moment, I'm afraid.
You know, a number of other features and things that I came up with on my own, especially, but...
Yeah, things you came up on your own. Fuck off. Things you came up on your own, which I reckon would be just pretty much the same thing that he would come up with because of your influence, personally speaking, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, the basics of how the astral doorway and other boxes worked, you know, that he's created, yeah.
That astral doorway and the basics of our work, does that include sound samples of people knocking on the door? Oh, look, a spirit's knocking on the door. That one, is that what you're on about? Fucking hell.
That's pretty obvious. And 9 months I worked with this guy, and I paid him out of my pocket. And Steve just I told him about it. He said, yeah, let me know when it's done. I'll check it out. So finally, 9 months later, I sent him a beta, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't say much about it.
How did it take you 9 months to fucking create a basic... Well, I say basic, maybe it had a few more features, but, you know, a typical shitty fucking app that has sound samples that chooses them randomly, in effect. How did it take 9 months to produce that? You got the UI, or GUI, what they call it, you know, the user interface, the screen at the front, you know, go, press the app to go if you like, and it's going to play a load of random sound samples, which have been chopped up into little bits, or unless you're faking it with the divination box, we'll just say. How did that take 9 months to fucking... What did you have on that app? Oh, you wanted it to go to your website, didn't you? Even so, 9 months? I think someone fucking ripped you off, personally, especially for 10 grand, but that's just me.
You know, the banks weren't that great. I was working on them, you know, the sound banks.
The banks weren't that great. I think what you mean to say is, remember, Spirit, in your theory, you and Huff's theory, Spirit can manipulate any audio, even cat meows. That's what you said, or Huff did. Does it matter what banks you put up? Does it matter? I think what you mean to say is, if your banks were shit, what you mean to say is you couldn't make up your own narrative out of it. It was too clear cut. You know, far too easy to, you know, you wanted something that sounds so obscure you could just make anything out of it, or it sounded like something, or sentences that could, like, be created out of it. That's what you mean when you say your banks are shit. That's what you mean.
And I go back and I work on it some more, him and I, this guy Dennis and I. And he's working on it, Dennis, almost for free at the amount of money I'm paying him, and it.
You know you've been ripped off, don't you, by that dude? I can see it in your eyes when you say sentences like that. Oh, Josh, what are you doing, boy? What a waste. Could have ploughed that into the hooker bar business.
It's just insane. And it's so selfless and amazing. And so then I bring back Steve a new improved version, and I show him, because all the bottom line is when I'm done with the app, and I'm offering him a third partnership. There's 3 people, me, Dennis, and I was going to offer Steve partnership, which I did.
Right, I'm just trying to understand this. So you said you paid your programmer, Dennis, whatever his name is, 10 grand. Are you giving him commission on the sales as well? I hope not, Josh, after 10 grand, because I don't think you're going to get 10 grand out of it. I really don't. Who's going to buy that? Well, I don't know how many people you got on your fucking list, but in all honesty, and then you're going to give Steve Huff money too. Steve Huff wasn't satisfied with the money you're offering. It's not enough for him. It's not enough.
I offered it to him. It's not like I never did. Offered to him numerous times. And I said, here it is. He said he loved it. He loved the beta. He made a little test video and he posted it on YouTube, and just a beta online version. And I put credit to him in the description on the front.
He said you didn't. You did or you didn't? I don't know. I haven't seen the app, but you say you did. He said you didn't. Let me know.
Age of it. I didn't have his picture on there yet, but I told him, I said, listen, I'm offering you a third of any money that we make from an app. Won't be much, I'm sure, but, and he goes, I don't want
Yeah, you just said it. Won't be much. You're not interested, mate. He's not interested.
money. And I said, okay.
Oh, I don't want any money, he says. That's his way of saying, I'm fucking not interested, dude. You're riding my nuts too much, in effect. Don't want you to ride my nuts. I want to make my own money. If you can't make me much money, I'm not really interested.
I said, I think you should have it, though. He said he didn't want it. And then he came back and he sent an email and said, I do want the money. I said, all right, no problem.
Yeah. I don't know if this is true or not, if this is your version of events, because I've only got your word for it. I've only got his word for it, okay? What you say. So I cannot be this as gospel between you two, because you two both, well, lie in effect in a lot of ways. But let's just say you're telling the truth and Steve's telling the truth or whatever. Yeah, he thought about it and thought, you know what, I do want that money. I want some fucking money. I need some money. Times are tough at the moment. I can barely pull 20,000 views out of my 1 million subscriber base, unless I do some celebrity, quickly. Oh, look, the Queen's died. I could quickly do a spirit box on the Queen. That'll get loads of views. Yeah, that didn't get any backlash. Not at all. Not at all. Fucking hell, mate.
That's fine. That's what I offered to you. And he goes, but I love the app, he says. I love the idea. But I want to move it to a website that I own. A domain.
Oh, so the argument's over a website, because he says that you wanted to move it to your website, but he wants to move it to his website. Drive traffic to the website, which creates money, I guess, especially if adverts are on those websites. Am I right or am I wrong?
That I bought, and I want to rename it. And I was like, I'm offering him a third of the app. I'm going to call it, have the HUFF Hope version, side switch, whatever, his banks, my banks, be beautiful. Why not? It's the way it was meant to be.
Because he's a greedy cunt, and it's not enough, Josh. It's not enough. Look how much he sells his stupid decorated guitar amps for. Yeah? Think about the price. How much? You know how much these things cost a lunchbox app. Like, realistically, right? Forget the fucking crystals that are glued onto it. Forget that shit. If you took off all those stupid crystals on your decorated guitar amp, I'm telling you, you get the same results. We'll call them results. They're not results. There's nothing, okay? There's nothing going on there, Josh. Nothing. But let's pretend that it is, just to keep you happy, we'll just say. You will get the same results minus that super glued shit on it, right? And you know how much a lunchbox app costs? You know how much wires cost? You know how much the fucking pedal costs? How much does Steve Huff up the value of them just because he's done an arts and crafts fucking go on it? Quite a bit. It wasn't enough for him.
And, but I said, I don't like changing the name. I like the name. And I said, I don't want to move it to your website. I said,
What was the name, Josh? I'm curious what the name was. You hadn't told us that. Or did I miss it?
It's been worked on for 9 months. This guy, Dennis, has done a lot of free work. He's a partner in it. He's got a say in it.
He's done a lot of free work. You said you paid him 10 grand. How much work? What?
So I prayed about it, and I'm like, how should I say this to him? And I'm going to show you those emails, because it kind of seems like he picked and chose. He really left out the email where he had...
The word you're looking for, Josh, is cherry-picked. Yes, Huff did cherry-pick. He cherry-picked extremely. He didn't even show him on screen. I'll give you that. Huff cherry-picked.
attacked me pretty hard and said some really bad things. And I never attacked him back. No.
You should have done, mate. You should have fucking let him have balls, but I get it. You really looked up to him, didn't you? You really did. I think you're the one that has... At least there's one thing I'll say about you. You're the one that looked him up as a brother or whatever the fuck it is, yeah? He didn't so much you. Saw you as just an extra income, mate. Not trying to say, like, I'm completely on your side here, but you did fucking see him through rose-tinted glasses all the time.
Oh, what a tough situation this was. You know, I wanted to make this video for so long, and I said, no, don't do it, the drama, and it's just all the haters will feed off of it. And
like Huff, it's a formula. You can't put videos like this on your channel or Huff's channel. Huff has probably told you about how to deal with the public. I bet you've had loads of chats about, hey man, how do I deal with these haters? Do I fucking respond and tell them they're cunts? Or Huff went, no, don't do that. Don't do anything. And then, you know, you probably colluded. Well, you can strike their videos, try and get them taken down through copyright and stuff, but don't respond. Don't you know, say anything. That's how to deal with the public. I bet Huff gave you lots of lessons on how to deal with the public, you know? But yeah, this video is not going to suit your channel at all, or Huff's is just going to create problems in effect because of the way you guys are set up, you know? Like another channel, I know.
people will get split and think it's a Team Huff Hope crap and all that. I don't want that. I didn't want that. I prayed about it. What should I say to him? And I just emailed him. And I said, look.
You can ask God for help, I suppose. There's nothing wrong with that. What do I do here, God? What do I do? That's fine. I think you're quite a spiritual person deep down, Josh. I just wish you'd understand why your methods, or not your methods, it's Huff's methods, let's be honest, that you're emulating are so damn fucking flawed. I wish you'd understand that.
And I love you, and you know, we're together. I worked really hard on this, though, and Dennis and I, and you know, and this is what I need to do. I do have kids to feed. Yes, he mentioned that in his video. But, you know, so that I'm going to offer you.
He made you sound like you're a broke as fuck, like you're in the same boat as me or something, Josh. And you know, Josh, that I'm hardly in a position to fucking brag about money and shit. I'm fucking broke as fucking... Well, I'm not in debt. That's why I don't have loans of shit. They're all gone and all my credit cards are gone. Hallelujah. And they're gone like a little while ago. But as far as rent arrears and shit and just, you know, keeping my head above water, I'm treading water here, man. I really fucking am. And he made you out to be in the same position as me. Kids to feed and whatnot. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I believe you do have, I reckon you have some savings there, Josh. You have a hookah bar, for example. That's your business.
Cat's here, Ray.
Yeah, Dr. Ray, the fucking cat's here if you're still here. Bloody cat. It's Grumpus.
Oh, he's gone out again.
Yeah, wow. Back to you, Josh.
A percentage, just like I'm saying, and there'll be the Huff Hope. But I don't want to rename it, and I don't want to move it to a website. It's the only thing I said no to, basically. It's it. It's all I said. So I didn't cut him out, never cut him out. He was never cut out. He didn't like that. He didn't like that I said no to him about the name change or about...
Yeah, Huff won't take no for an answer very easily. I can imagine that. I can really imagine that.
Moving it to a website. Now, if he was upset about that, he should have... I mean, he could have emailed me back and talked to me. And he emailed me back, you know, a few minutes later, and he was like, that's fine, I'll just go on my own way, and... You know, it's par for the course that everyone copies me, and he was acting like a victim, and I'm going...
That's what he does, mate. That's exactly... He's always a victim. That's exactly what he does. Come on, man. You should know him better than any of us, really, deep down.
It's fine. I'm thinking it's fine. I didn't cut you out. You're fine. Everything's the same. I just said no to the name change and moving it to your website that you own. Like, you know, we just created it. We're done. We just put the money in. We're just going to turn it over to you. No, I mean, we're going to split it 3 ways. And, you know, and Dennis...
Yeah, that's a fair thing to do. Even though I'll tell you what, I think Dennis is the one that fucking made the most out of this, especially if you pay him 10 grand. Fuck me. Dennis is laughing at both of you. Well done, Dennis. But yeah, you know, you're right. But he wants... Oh, it's not enough, Josh. He's greedy. Come on, man.
Wasn't too happy about that, but I told him, I said, Steve's like a brother to me. I love him.
Ah.
And he sent me back, and before I can even respond to this kind of passive-aggressive email, he sent me back this email, and he goes, you know what? You've just copied me. You're only spiritual now because of me. You're calmer because of me.
Oh, yeah, your success is all because of me. Well, I'm not going to like me when I say this, Josh. You have emulated him. You followed everything he does. He can sort of say that to a degree. But tell you something, Josh. One thing I can say, right, and I know this. Fuck him, yeah? Do you want to know why I say fuck him? You were a gangster dealing crack or whatever it is you used to do on the streets and hustling, and you shot somebody, didn't you? Because of your temper. Your temper was bad, right? Go back to those days, right? Steve had nothing to do with your recovery there. Nothing. And I'm telling you, if Steve was in that position, he'd still be there now because of the way he is, okay? You made it through all that shit and put your life together. Nothing to do with Steve. What he can call you out for is, yeah, your YouTube channel and all that shit. Yeah, you have emulated him, sure. But don't ever, like... Why am I being kind to you? You struck my channel 3 times, you fucking cunt. You are a cunt. But listen, okay, you, right, started a business, that hookah bar and all the rest of it, and all, you know, you've dragged yourself up. That has nothing to do with Steve Huff. The only thing that has to do with Steve Huff is your stupid fucking YouTube channel and your emulation and doing a crappy fucking not real ITC. Everything else is your own making, mate. Alright? At least understand that. Why am I pitying? For fuck's sakes, Riley, stop being soft.
He had all these pent-up resentments towards me, and I never knew it. I never knew that he felt this way, that he had this vitriol in him.
It's not vitriol, mate. It's narcissism.
I was devastated. I emailed him back. I said, I can't even finish reading this email. How could you talk to someone as close to you that I am, the person that defends you, your biggest fan? How could you do this?
You are his biggest defender. You really are his biggest defender. That is very, very true. Any criticism I put out on him, like proving, showing he's not real. And you know deep down, Josh, I think the only reason why you don't want to admit it or understand it is because your channel, you don't want to admit that your channel is a waste of time in terms of real ITC. Yeah, you got your fans and stuff and your little members that come to me who totally believe in you. Josh isn't fake. He isn't fake. It's not that you're fake. It's that your methods are flawed. They're not, you know, Huff is outright fake. He just puts in his own samples. You do his method. You do the backwards thing and you read into the pareidolia. That's the difference between you and Huff. Huff outright just puts sound samples in that are not reversed. They are just as they are to create the narrative. You take his method of pareidolia, but and you read into the pareidolia and call that contact. That is the main difference between you two. Does that make sense? You know this. I know this. And why you won't let go of that is because all those subs, all those videos, all those interactions, they're all a complete waste of time because it's not real. There's no contact there, Josh. In the beginning, I don't know if you used a normal spirit box or not. If you did, then you may well have had some real normal contact, just like Steve Huff did. He did in the beginning. He really did. I was a fan of his, for fuck's sakes. You know, he gave me answers to what we had in our house, in effect. You get me? You can't let go of that because to admit that is terrible. Anyway.
And he emailed me back, and that's the email that he read to you very conveniently in his video. I'm sorry, and he's, you know, I shouldn't have said this, but, you know, I feel hurt, and I'm going, why? I'm not cutting you out. You're a part of it. And you can read all the full emails. And, you know.
If you're going to show the emails, Josh, show them completely. Yeah, don't do a Steve Huff and fucking just show a bit on the phone. Show them on the video if you're going to do that, alright?
I even did a session that I'm going to play for you in this video that I did just a matter of like a week or so after. I was devastated. I felt like my brother broke up with me.
Alright, Josh, don't lay it on too thick, mate. You've got my sympathy, but fuck's sake, you're laying it on a bit thick now.
Does Josh still have his titty bar, I've been asked?
Hooker bar, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm on about. Hooker bar, yeah, he
I
does.
haven't been listening.
Right.
I'm waiting.
It's not. It's not a stripper bar or a prostitute bar like I thought it was. It's a hooker is a smoke. You know, like the I forgot what country it is now. Is it India or something? They have these like hashish pipes, and they're like a bong almost. That's what it is. You're smoking like weird ass tobacco. That's what it is. Not a titty bar. I got it wrong. So it's not quite that. But he does. He should plough his energy into that. He really fucking should. Forget this YouTube shit. Or start again with YouTube. Start again. Forget this theatre. Start again. Look, I was wrong. You know, you don't have to say order of magnitude was right or anyone else that criticised. You don't have to say any of that. Fuck that. Okay, we don't want credit for that. None of us want credit. But I tell you what though, Josh. If you did that, you get so much support from the people in the real paranormal. So you say, fucking well done, Josh. Now you get it. Now do it for real. You're going to upload videos where you don't get contact. It doesn't work because that is true paranormal. Paranormal doesn't have, it's called the paranormal for a reason. Otherwise it would just be called the normal. If every time you fucking get something, every single time there's something fucking sus there's a red flag. It doesn't work like that. You know that, I know that. But by God, when it works, when something out, I don't know what it is, a fucking full moon or the right place, I don't know, whether it's raining or it's thunderstorm, who knows? I've shown you my sessions, the same sessions I show over and over again. Why not any more, Magnitude? Why not any more? Because there hasn't really been any more. Because it's the paranormal. And every paranormal outlet is desperate for the evidence so they can upload and look at this, look at this. And then they force it. The pareidolia that comes out, gibberish. Oh, yeah, the demon's here. Is it? That sounded like fucking gibberish to me, along with your fucking subtitle trying to read me along. But when it comes out nice and fucking clear, back and forth, you know when. It is rare. But that's the exciting part, mate, because when it does happen, and you can title that video, this really fucking happened. You have a clear conscience. You can't say that every other time, you know, you faked it or whatever, because you didn't. You just got nothing because it's the paranormal. But now, you've hit the jackpot. This is real. Oh my God, I'm speaking to something that has intelligence that I can't see. It really is happening and it's real. And that's the mind-blowing bit. When you're doing one of those sessions, like me in that kitchen one, you know, the fucking stupid dinosaur that everyone fucking like either is for or against, well, yeah, the thing that told me it got me and his name was Balak and all that shit, that fucking session. When I was about half of it, I suddenly had a realization, Jesus Christ, I am really talking to something that, you know, is genuinely here with me right now. It might be next to me or it might be in another dimension far away, but I'm genuinely talking to something that is not of this realm. It's fucking giving me loads of grief and shit and it's trying to scare me. Does this prove that God exists and demons are real? Because it's calling itself this, that and the other, and it's giving itself a name, Balak as well. What is that? You know, that sudden realization, it's kind of scary. It's quite frightening to a degree. But you stay strong, you know, when it said that, I got you. I said, you got me? You ain't got shit. You ain't scaring me. Deep down thinking, shit, I'm shitting myself. What happens if it throws an iron at me, like my ironing board or you know what I mean? But, you know, the sudden realization, oh, you don't have that in your videos because every single fucking upload. Oh yeah, the Queen come through. Oh yeah, this celebrity come through. Oh yeah, Olivia Newton came through. Fuck off, mate. Come on, fuck off. Josh, it is time. It is time to start again. Don't delete your channel. Keep your videos up. Do a video. Guys, I've been misled this whole time. You don't have to give credit to me or anyone else, or because lots of people called you out, not just me. You know, don't give credit to nobody, okay? But just say, I've realised, actually, the methods I've been doing are flawed. I really thought they were real. There's some things I've learned from this. I've learned that now when I get a genuine or not a genuine capture, I can say, this isn't real because I've done the fake thing, not purposefully, the whole way through, via following my friend Steve Huff. I'm going to start being real now. So any upload that comes up might not be a capture. But when it happens, I'll tell you when it happens. Now, it's up to you whether you upload only when you get a capture, in which case I'll see you like once every 3 months, or you upload every session, whether they're good or bad, which is what I do. I just upload anyway. If I do a session, I upload it anyway, whether it's good or bad, you know. Usually I get something that's possible. A lot of people say I write off too many sessions, you know, but I'm very strict on what I would class as contact, because that's just the way I am. But come on, Josh, it's time.
He cut me off. He erased all the videos that we did together. He erased the beta video that he did, you know. We were no longer friends because I said no to him changing a name to the website, to the app and all this. I couldn't believe it. All the followers that had been following it and messaged me going, what's going on? They could tell, and I just tried to stay, but I had to, you know, share it with a few close people, but nothing public. I must have made a few of these videos public, you know, recorded them and then deleted them.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've done videos about to upload and I delete them because, like, no, yeah. Apparently, according to one of your very strong fans, I can't remember her name. Is her name Stephanie or someone? She's a big fan of yours and she can't believe you're fake at all. She don't understand why you would be fake. I mean, purposeful or not purposeful. I think you know deep down that your method is flawed. But you're not fake in the Steve Huff way in terms of, like I keep saying, just outright putting fucking sound samples in. You're reading into the pareidolia of that nonsense backwards box, which isn't ITC at all. That's what you're doing. But she fights your corner the whole damn way, mate. She really does. And I had a point to this, but I can't remember.
Because that's how upset I was. How could my brother betray me like this? I would never screw him. He's never been screwed by me, and he never...
Yeah, you wouldn't screw him because you have a conscience, Josh. It's called a conscience, mate. Did you have a conscience about striking my channel 3 times over? And I want to know, by the way, you can tell me yes or not. Whose idea was it to strike my channel? Did Huff say, go on, strike his channel, but didn't do it himself and you did it? Or did you do it off your own volition because you couldn't deal with the criticism I was dealing you? I'd love to know if Huff tipped you to do it. Like, you know, because you're so enamoured by him. You really are enamoured by him. Time to break free, Josh. Come on, man. I reckon you can do it.
Would be. I even left off saying, I can't believe you're doing this and saying these things, but you still have the partnership if you want it.
Not much left.
He was done. He cut me off. And to add insult to injury, he hustled his butt off to have some cheap knockoff made with Keith Weldon, unfortunately. And I had nothing against Keith.
Keith Yeah, Keith Weldon.
Against anyone else. I have nothing against Steve, and I'm still just devastated and hurt after still all this time. I've had people say, get over it, man. And I'm going, how? It's hard. I trusted him. I defended him. I took so much heat from others because of him.
Oh yeah, you took some heat, all right, Josh. Fucking is sudden realization suddenly hitting you, my friend, or is this all an act? I really want to know if this is an act or if sudden realization is hitting you.
Dedicated a chapter in my book to him, which I guess now...
Oh, fuck your book and your dedicated chapter. Just fucking delete it.
I'm going to have to amend and change. I love posting beautiful videos and communicating and showing the loved ones. I mean,
whilst, just like Huff, I suppose you give all the love of your sessions, they're fucking shite, mate. Not being rude. There's not contact there. There's nothing there. Sorry.
Anyone that watches me knows. Anyone that's had sessions with me knows. I released the app for free. I wanted to always release a free version and then a pro version down the road. Instead, he beat...
Did you want to make money off this app, Josh? Or did you want to just, like, do something? I mean, if you wanted to make money, you've gone the wrong way about it. Spending 10 grand. Can't get over that. You must have more money than what he's saying you've got kids to feed and shit. Which way is it?
Me to the punch. Releasing a knockoff version of it for $3.
Oh, interesting. Free. So Huff said that you should make it $10, and then he releases a version at $3. I bet he didn't pay Keith any money for that either. I bet you he didn't. He just and Keith was like, oh, I get to work with Steve Huff. Yeah, because he's a bit of a fucking simpleton, bless him. Even if he is going through a divorce, I do pity him for that. But yeah, okay, that's interesting.
And people messaged me, how can he do this? How can he, and I'm going, are you going to say anything? And I'm going, no, I don't want to say anything. I want to say something, but I can't. Or I shouldn't. I should keep my mouth shut. And,
No, Josh. Fucking say it. Come on, man.
some guy tonight in a hockey mask made a hate video on me on YouTube.
Stop. Stop right there. This is what fucks me off. Some dude in a hockey mask made a hate video on you. No, Josh, he didn't make a hate video on you, just like me. He criticised you for your fakery and pulled it out. It wasn't a hate video. Now this is where you fuck me off, alright? He didn't do you a hate video. That's called The Shape. And The Shape is a bloody good debunker. He's much more serious and better at it than I fucking ever could be. I'll tell you that much. Hence why he's grown higher than me, I guess. Although he's not as controversial as me. I've been because you struck my channel 3 times, Josh. But the point is this. It wasn't a hate video, mate. It was showing you where you faked and fucked up or you know, why your method is flawed. Do you get me? Don't call it that. I hate this. And you're just jealous to the hate video. Oh, now you made me angry.
And then someone else did. It was very weird. When it rains, it pours, you know. And they said I outed Steve as a fake. No, Steve, I don't think Steve is a fake. I think he's a brilliant man that's created some wonderful things.
Josh, come on.
And I've always given him that credit. So much so that it's littered throughout my work.
Yeah,
I'll never be able to escape that. I love his Astral Box. I still use it.
You use it because... You use his Astral Box because it's easy street, Josh. You can produce a video of that stupid box and title it, "This person came through easy." Just grab a video of said dead person, play it through the stupid box backwards, and with the pareidolia that comes out, create your own fucking narrative. That is not spirit communication. Capiche?
That app was supposed to be, you know, ours in a sense, and we were supposed to have our partnership. And because it didn't go the way he wanted, he ended an 8-year friendship, brotherhood, it felt like.
Because it's about the money, mate. You're never mates. You fought more into this relationship than him, if that makes sense.
I'm like shaking it. I'm not going to cry on camera. I've already done that already.
Don't cry on camera, Josh. It just feels so false. Huff tried it with a stupid wiping of tears that weren't there. Don't.
At times off camera.
If you're gonna cry, fucking cry. I've cried on camera before, but genuinely cried. There's a difference. And it's fucking demeaning. It's horrible. Don't cry on camera, mate. Plus, you won't be real tears.
Because of this. Ask anyone in my followers, they'll know. And you're going to see in a session of me wholeheartedly using my Hope Spirit Box app before any of them were released on the phones. And I'm asking about Steve, and the spirits were upset. For months.
Shut the fuck up. So you asked the spirits, and the spirits are upset over Steve. You're losing me. You're losing me, Josh.
And months, they would come through saying, "Why did Steve do this? How could he do this?"
Josh, you're about to lose me. Stop this nonsense right now.
I had his father, I believe, the spirit of his father. I know it sounds ridiculous, coming through. His father's name was coming through. That he was trying to stop me.
Oh my god! So you're saying Steve Huff's father came through? Oli, you're not doing. I can't believe you're doing this, Josh. You had me for a bit. I can't believe you're going this route. Just stop, please. No, don't stop. I want to see the car crash. Keep going. Fucking hell.
It was very strange. But anyway, now it's out. I'm done. I'm done with this. I can let this off like this, you know. I pray for this guy like all the time. Please.
Oh, it's so passive aggressive when people say, "I don't pity you. I'm not angry. I just pray for you. I pray for you." That's so fucking passive aggressive, dude. Fuck off. I bet you don't pray for him. I bet you don't. That's fine, by the way.
Bless him and Debbie. Bless the family. No.
Oh, you mean him you mean him no ill will, ill health, but you don't pray for him, okay? I guarantee you don't sit there at night and go, "Dear God, please let Steve Huff and Debbie be well tonight in their lovely little house out in the middle of nowhere. Let them please sell 3 boxes so he can fucking afford his new hi-fi system that he's reviewing next week." Bullshit.
Malice, no hate, even though when his name comes up sometimes, it's really tough. It's really tough. So I'm sorry that I have to release such a candid video, and the emails, he's got the text and the emails. Good. You're going to see the text of me praising him and telling him that I love him and that I loved
Don't doubt you praised him. Don't doubt you said you love him, my guy. I don't doubt that.
his ideas of this, and he did give me the 3-second delay, and so he was never cut out. He tried to kind of feed you that and a number of other things that are very inaccurate, that the email.
Josh, I'd love to know how you felt about changing the subjects a little bit. Remember Cody ITC? You were all buddies, Cody ITC, but his channel was tiny back then, so he didn't really give a fuck. Suddenly when Cody blew up, oh no, can't have Cody blowing up. And then Cody wanted to seize the fucking glory, and so did Steve Huff's fake type video, even though he's just as fake as he is. Same flawed methods as you, basically. In fact, he goes to Fiverr, I've been told, and hires actors to fucking do the samples. That's what I'm told. I don't know if that's true or not. Wouldn't surprise me. So, yeah, what did you feel when Cody did that video? I'd love to know.
And everything else, just the timeline alone shows. Anyone that knows, has been following, knows. So, if people feel they have to choose a side, I'm very sorry for that. I don't wish to. Now that it's out, I'm done with this. It will be posted in my videos, and it will be there to set the record straight. One of the spirits said,
there's quite a few jump cuts in this video. He's cut quite a bit out. I just noticed a big jump cut there. I don't know.
Steve spoiled the love, and I couldn't agree more. I've never felt such love for some guy, for like someone that I cared about.
No homo, yeah? No homo. I think that's what you're trying to say. It's okay, mate. I get it.
As a friend, a brother, and then to feel such betrayal, it was just wow. And then to have this public video of his damage control to try to. The reason he never made a video, and he's claiming he never was going to, is because he was wrong and he knew it. He didn't have a leg to stand on, but he's trying to spin it, and it's a shame. I don't know what else to say. And I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna have to. It's very releasing, but I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm letting it go. I've prayed about it so much, and the truth is the truth. The timeline's there. The things are there. So I send Steve love. I send
another jump cut there, if you saw it.
Debbie love. I know it's hard to say that, or some might think that it's hard to say that, and it is at times when I feel the anger, but I absolutely do, and I wish nothing but the best, and I hope that he still continues to do his thing, and I'm going to keep doing my thing, and that's it. Thanks.
Lastly, don't fucking give away my secrets. I farted and that. Jesus Christ. I do need the loo, though, so I'm going to have to wrap this up soon, because I'm going to shit myself, actually.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Pardon me.
So
Sorry.
I'm recording, and I'm inviting my guides and my helpers, the ones that work with me.
We're all human.
Come into and work this session with us. I'm going to ask some questions, so
here we go.
don't want to go too long, just want to go long enough to see if
You
we
coughing?
can understand a little bit.
You're out of breath. Alright, darling, take it easy.
But to get your take on it.
You have been
Michael,
alright.
I'm asking for you to be a part of this conversation, as I feel it is important.
Everyone's telling you to go for it. No, I'm in
How do
here.
you feel
Don't
about
go
what
for
has
it, don't go
happened?
for it.
between
Sorry.
Steve and I?
I'm in here. I don't want to smell it.
Sorry. I don't know if you can hear that.
It's disgusting. Stop it.
But Carol, I'm going to shart, so I better hold it.
If you do that, you can go.
I know, I'm desperate for a loo. I'm going to wrap this up soon. What? No, Josh. Steve was... Oh, right. So we're going to prove Steve wrong by a stupid spirit box session with this crappy app. Let's have a listen.
Really, to get your input, to get your take on it, Michael, I'm asking for you to be a part of this conversation,
Thanks, Shine a Light.
as I
Thank
feel it
you.
is important.
She's mad.
How do you feel about what has happened between Steve and I? How about now?
Josh, that was fucking awful. Yeah, I said Steve was never, did it? Is that what it said? Would you like to meet... Do you want me to go again and show you one of my sessions, like the sessions that I tout around? The clarity. unmistakable. Josh, if you didn't subtitle that, Steve was never, I'd have got nothing out of that. Absolutely nothing. Don't do this. You're gonna... Oh, you're a fucking idiot.
Say it a little louder or think it's something. I don't know. Okay. Well, I am recording, and I'm trying to listen. Do you feel Steve was wrong in how he acted? It's kind of a rhetorical question, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe you guys...
I don't know if this is Love and Steve Huff's video or not. You know, I was sort of on Josh's side throughout quite a bit of this video, but now we're doing this shit. I mean, fuck me. Who was it who did a session? Someone else did a session or something or other over someone. It was with Irish Steve or something. Some shit. Oh, yeah, High Street did a session and proclaimed that, like, the spirit said Irish Steve-O was wrong or something. I don't know fucking what. Never do this. Never. You know, unless it's really clear. If it comes out really clear, Steve is an asshole, you know, like really fucking clear, and you're not using samples because that's cheating, then it's a bit different, I suppose. But when you have to really force it, because that's what you're doing here, Josh, you're forcing it. It's fucking retarded.
Feel differently about it. Do you feel Steve was right for doing what he did?
Look at him trying to control the app, fucking turn the noise gate on and off. Gate on, gate off, gate on. Trying to get it to speak at the right time. This isn't ITC. It's so vague as well. Spoiled for love. So fucking vague.
What would you like to see happen here at this point? What would you like to see happen?
What I'd like to see happen, Josh, I'd like to see you not delete your videos, definitely not, okay? Keep your views in that as well. I'd like to see you do another video proclaiming that your methods were all wrong. This isn't going to happen, but, you know, I'd be like utterly in awe if you did. Don't credit anyone as to how you come to this decision. You just worked it out yourself, and you're going to go back to traditional ITC. So be aware that every upload will not be perfect contact, because that's not how it works. But every so often, if I hit the right spot, we could say, a bit like pleasuring a woman. How do I know? Yeah, good point.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. I had to do it.
You know what I mean?
I didn't mean it, Gav. I'm so scared of you. You're
Yeah, you're a bitch. I'm gonna beat you up in a minute. Fucking hell. There are some on the internet. There really are some people. Why do I do this? But yeah, that's what I like to see happen, Josh. You start again and fucking do ITC properly. I'd love to see that. You know, we trusted may have been, but then there's like, Steve. You know, we trusted Steve. Yeah. It's so forced, mate. And it's...
I'm going to try something else, guys. Trying a couple different...
I forgot. I was going to link your biggest fan, Stephanie, or whatever her name is, one of my sessions, so she can see the difference between, like, a genuine session and this shit, where she wouldn't need the subtitles to fucking guide her along. I hope she watches this. Remind me to link you those sessions, Stephanie, okay? So you can see what a real session is, alright? Because this is fucking bollocks.
Things. I really would like to hear you guys weigh in on this. I don't know how I'm going to fully deal with it, how I'm going to address it any more from here on out.
6 minutes left,
I would like to not have to deal with it anymore, but I feel a great loss from the loss of my friend. I really miss him already, you know, but I can't control people's behavior.
Oh, no, that was you that farted then. That's disgusting.
That was not me.
Next year we tell me your spirits are doing that. Oh my god, what the hell? Stop, you fucking animal.
That's not me.
Bitch, I'm going to beat you in a minute.
What he was doing was not okay, as far as I felt. It made me feel really bad inside, and it didn't feel like it was ego. It felt like he was kind of taking advantage of something based on his position, and I don't think that's the right thing to do. Do you guys have anything to say about that?
I don't fart. I do actually, very loudly. Well done, Max, go for it.
And I love you, it says. I don't even know if it did say that, but what has that got to do with anything, Josh? That's not intelligence, is it? There's no intelligence there. It's just random crap.
Are you guys upset with Steve in any way? Does anyone feel upset with Steve?
I was just trying to prove that his spirits are... That was nothing like what I said. Something about bless your... Josh. Fuck it, I take it back. Delete all your videos and start again. Delete them. I take it back.
How about with me? Do any of you feel upset with me from the way that I dealt with it, even though I prayed extensively before responding to him? I feel the response was very positive, and it was honest, and it wasn't, it was just a very honest explanation, and still very caring. I did not cut him out of anything. But do you guys feel upset with me in any way?
Look at him. Look at him trying to control the fucking app. So when it starts speaking, flicking that switch left and right, that's when I wanted to speak. You know, just... Josh, how about if you don't say anything and leave that fucking switch alone? Will it just randomly come out of crap? Because I reckon it would. Turn the speed up. So everybody just talks every 2 seconds.
Go too much longer, but again, I care about your opinion. We do a lot of work together. I love you guys, and I would feel that you would defend, I don't say defend me, but you at least understand that I did not try to do anything unscrupulous in any way. I tried to work with him on something that Dennis and I, especially Dennis, had worked very hard on. And
yeah, I bet you did for 10 grand.
A lot of will. And I know that you guys helped, just like with the book. I know you helped. How do you feel I should deal with this?
Well, Josh, you just fucking went against your own spirit guides there, if this is real. It said not camera, apparently, yet you went on camera saying this shit. Dear. Oh dear, oh dear. You went against them. Interesting. Not that I would take that as a serious response at all, but you know what I'm saying.
I feel like Steve is throwing away an amazing friendship and connection that we've had that I never would have ever...
Did you just start it again because you didn't like the answer then?
Thought to desecrate or ruin or go against. I mean, I love the guy, and I've become more and more independent on my own of what I do and not waiting for him or anyone else to make what I'm doing happen. But I don't know. I don't really have any other questions. I love you guys so much. Is there anything else that you want to say?
There's nothing.
Now,
There's nothing there, mate.
Giving you guys just a couple chances to hear it. I'm listening, of course.
I want to hear the correct response to what I want as an answer. Try again, guys. Get the response I'm after. What?
All right. I love you guys. Thank you for trying to help and give me some answers. And I want to...
Well, where's Steve Huff's dad you were saying? Like, Steve Huff's dad came in and all this other shit you were saying. Where's that? Fucking talk shit.
Give you guys an opportunity to speak. I care about, before I make any decisions, of course, I would pray on it and ask for guidance. But, I don't know. Something may need to be done, may not be. But I love you and I thank you.
Oh. That didn't sound anything like that, but not you as well. Michael standing next to you, the guardian angel Michael, whatever his name is, who casts all the fucking bad spirits out. Josh, you know that's Huff spirit. Why'd he be hanging around with you? Michael's very busy going around all these fake ITC gurus. Fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ. 2 more minutes of this crap left, guys, and we can let it go. God, this is tedious.
We are starting on time. A couple minutes after 11. I will now envision walking walking.
It didn't say anything like that! What the hell, Josh? That's what I mean. Huff actually puts, like, sound samples in to fit the narrative. You just read between the pareidolia, like, so loosely to, you know, get the fucking narrative you want. That's the difference between you two. That literally is the difference between both of you.
The astral room.
That was just gibberish! My son was the one who created it? That was nothing. Mate, come on. Like I said, I take it back. Delete your video, start again. Oh, there. There's Huffstad. Oli is mad. Is he? What a way to. What a slime. That's very slimy, Josh. I thought you could be a bit. That's the sort of thing that's like Huff to do. Like, bring up, like, I don't know, your passed away. Has it Eva's got a passed away parent? Or have I got that wrong? But you know what I mean? To bring up a relative of yours in his session. That's sort of his tactic. I'm very disappointed in you.
You guys sound muffled, but I hear you talking.
Thing is, it's so vague. It doesn't really go anywhere, does it? It's just random nothingness. Even, like, if you do say that that's the words that are being said, it doesn't mean anything. No.
Why?
Because, shut up, no, I had to get a fucking cash for you. I can't get you bloody, tea bags because it's shut. I'll get you some tea bags tomorrow morning, okay? I'm sorry. Give me fucking tea. Hang on, let's do his DR60 rubbish. Seriously. That is pure. That recorder just records its own internals. Oh my god. I bet Huff is laughing at this. Oh, you'll never forgive me? I can create a better fucking EVP than that. Do you know how he's going to create a better EVP than that if he does respond, Josh? He will literally sit there with the thing and go, can you really create a better EVP? Huff physically speaks into the damn box, I swear. No. No.
I love you guys, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Oh, and here's the email. Let's have a look. Let's read it. Near the end of this shite at last. 20 seconds left. My editor was, let's have you make some finishing touch suggestions and create Huff banks, Huff settings, and Huff mode. I figured this because I like your reverse audio and other effects of the box banks. You prefer forward speaking with mostly only reverb. The box could even shift colour. Ooh, the colour. Or something. Have you picture of you pop up when Huff mode is activated.
What?
Have a picture of Huff pop up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. There would also be links directing them to your site. Oh, yeah. Shill. With that, you get a fair percentage of the app sales paid to you from the LLC that will own the app, even though you said you don't want any money. I want to still pay you something, brother. That's very noble of you, Josh, by the way. I'll give you that. All of the ideas we come up with, we still want to implement. Dennis is a full-on partner with me. I bet he is after 10 grand. And it's someone just like with you I can trust with my life, and I'm the same for him. I paid him close to 500 a month for 5 months, even though, hang on, 500 months isn't 10 grand, is it?
What?
$500 times 5. That's not 10 grand, is it? My maths is poor. 500, 1,000. 500?
Five.
It's 2,500. That's not 10 grand. What the fuck's he talking about? And he said he paid him 10 grand. I don't know. And even though he said not to, and when I asked for the actual price of his code and programming work, he said it was close to 15 grand. Woo! He will get paid more in the beginning for his work. Through our LLC, we started back when beginning this. My only fear is based on our past conversation about Sanchez. I knew Dirty Sanchez was involved, and Weldon, that the app will only sell enough for Dennis to get paid back. It's all about the money. That's the bottom line with all of this. It is an utter argument over money. It is not about an argument about like paranormal or anything like that. Bloody fucking blah. Oh God. Right, here's a response from him. Let's have a look. You said just in a week the site was more visitors than it does in a year. You do realise it's because of my video, right? God, this is egotistical. That's the sort of thing a certain someone else would say. That is why you said being able to submit a bank themselves like a loved one's voice for us to review and upload for them. Yeah, you got to so he's saying you can have a loved one's voice put in the bank, but then they need to review it and then like fuck around with it and make sure it works and make sure the narrative is correct for them. Again, my discovery and my idea, using the voice of a deceased to get a better connection. I was the first to discover this and test it years ago, and then you followed. Oh, Huff, you're a cock. Over all these years, I've done a lot for you, promoted you, given you things, linked to your book. The book. Imagine reading that. And looking at my Amazon stats, I have sold quite a few for you, as I can see how many ordered using my links. I have made boxes. You haven't made boxes. You've assembled. No, it's not assembled. What do you call that? We put some together. Yeah, assembled, I guess. You haven't made. And changes for you at my cost. Or even with me taking the hit financially. I remember how you said that? Yeah, when I sell these boxes for like 10 grand, I actually go in the red. Remember when he said that shit? You have taken every idea I've ever discovered and implemented it yourself in your own sessions, every one of them. Again, I'm not angry in the slightest. Sure you are. But I guess I could say I'm disappointed, as I am used to many others taking my ideas and profited from them. Poor you, Huff. But didn't expect it from you. Not the profit part so much, as I do not care about that, you fucking liar. That is literally why you do this. If there was no profit in this, Huff, you would be gone, I'm telling you. As I said, I was given no credit, and you act as if the app was your sole creation. It is not. It's my device in app form, and I was given not even a mention. That is what bugs me and disappoints me, as the time I came from you, and I would never expect this. I do not have many, if any, true friends in this field. I wonder why that is so, Huff. I wonder why. You are it. All in capital letters in the past have been taking advantage of me in one way or another, and those friendships faded. I have worked my butt off for years and invested literally tens of thousands of dollars into discovering these things. You haven't... Oh, God almighty, discovering these things. Shut up. That worked for me. Yeah, work for you in terms of you can create your own narrative, not spirit communication in the slightest. Obviously, they do not work for all. I wonder why. I wonder why they don't work for all. And that connection is key. Yeah. Which we now see without question. No, Huff. I'm now starting to get backlash on my video because the app, it will be taken down tomorrow, and I had no idea it was being taken down so soon. If so, I'd not have made that video public. I may have to take it down and do a follow-up explaining this, not sure. Fucking hell. I may just leave it, but it makes me look bad as it appears I did it to sell apps. When I am not even involved. People think I am on some payroll of the app, and I hate that this is... I'm not. I do not want to be. I can't read that because my thing's in the way. I'll have a look in a minute. I also say that apps have a short shelf life, maybe 60 days. The excitement wears off and a new app comes out, and it's on to the next. Merely doing SCD copy will not create buzz. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just the same shit over and over again. It's my point, you guys. When it comes to banked apps, stop making them. It's just the same shit over and over again. How many times can you fucking wrap that up in a bow? And it will be tough sell for any member plan without promotion and most importantly solid results, which are key. I hope it all works out for you, but it will be a challenge, especially if you have expenses to keep it going. I'll be going back to using my boxes. I'll not be able to promote the app as it just feels wrong to promote something. This is all of my discoveries and findings, yet no credit for me. Strange, right? If you simply put collaboration with HUFF, I would have been happy to, but when all work so hard and taken this way without even mention, it's truly disappointing. I'll be honest, I see it as coming from ego. Well, that's interesting. Wow. A little bit of greed and even a little desperation. All ingredients that can never bring success. I'm proud of that Dennis did. He did an amazing job taking my eyes and putting it out for me. I would have happily paid them 15k for him to do that for me in an... I think that's probably another page. I'm literally sitting here flabbergasted that this is how you would act. I really... Oh, what's this? I don't know if this is Josh replying back. I really can't believe it, man. I've done nothing but give you credit for everything I've ever done. That's kind of true. Go watch the post and read the post. Or how about the book? Yeah, the book, man. Got a chapter in there, Huff. God. I asked you to be part of an app. You expressed interest, but nothing came of it. Myself and Dennis slaved for 6 months creating an amazing app based on your science. Josh, don't call it science. That ain't your science. Shut the fuck. And some of my own ideas implemented. When all was completed, I then offered you credit, being listed on a piece of financial pie. But you said no. That's just otherwise Dennis I didn't want to do. Still, I said I will want to give you credit, being listed as a contributor and money. So because we didn't want to take some of your specific ideas, I changed the name using different domain, etc. Somehow I've done something wrong. You have to know you're wrong here, brother. What hurts the most is our friendship will now suffer. I've never treated you this way, and I'm beyond upset you do it to me. To make sure you don't look bad, I will leave the beta up for longer. Well, compromise. Something about... Oh, God. The final message from me. Yeah, that's wild. You just took those shots on me. I get angry when someone says something I disagree with. I have a calm attitude because I copied you. How about I disagree when someone doesn't understand properly and makes themselves a victim? Or how about I'm calm because I've worked on myself? Again, man, this is sad. So because I realised I released a beta version of an app Dennis and I worked on, didn't put you in the name up front, I'm wrong. Forget the money. I offered to put your name on the app, give you credit and make you a partner. I didn't want to use some of your ideas. I didn't like that and you didn't like that for some reason. No shit, I've tried all your techniques like every other person in ITC. The difference, I give you credit for everything. Like I said, just watch my video, read my post. Loads of people give credit to Steve Huff when they do this stupid shit because they think I'll get views half the time. What you're saying, you're upset about, I was doing an offer to you, but because I released a beta version, like your name on it, you're going to act like I snaked you somehow. How insane is that? To say that's all I've done is it's another terrible thing to say to me. Seriously, I wasn't mad, I was upset you'd act this way. But the way you're trying to spin this, making you out to be a victim, when that is not the case, that was very strange. You are offered to be involved, pay your way and help from the get-go. I told you throughout the development of the app, it's to happen. When it is done, try bringing you in. I wanted to do more than just mention your name. I wanted you a part of the app and I never did expect to push it. You push what works and I never expect anything from you. Any gift you've ever given, I offered money and I've paid whatever you would accept. This comes down to Dennis and I building functional app and me trying to bring you on different levels. When I saw your value and what you wanted to have partners with ideas didn't necessarily want, but your partnership was still there for you to be part of. For some reason you said, sorry, my thing's in the way. The fact you don't see your role in this blows my mind. I'm blown away with this. Like I said, I love you, man. I pray you come to your senses because I've ever done is right by you and you know it. So, guys, that's pretty much the end of the stream. But let me know, who do you think was in the right then? Josh or Huff? They're both as bad as each other in so many ways, aren't they? But I gotta say, I think probably Josh is in the right. I mean, he's the one who spent money on Dennis big time. He's probably going to lose money big time. Huff is just salty because he hadn't used his ideas. Assuming what we are being shown in these videos is correct and they're not spinning it or changing it, if that makes sense. So be aware that they both could be talking shit and there's right and wrongs on both sides. But overall, arching factor, I think Josh is right. He's the one who's putting the work. It is his app, you know. I think Huff, basically, from what I can gather, like, thought it was shit, it was going to fail, going to be crap, but then suddenly he realised he's missed out on a money-making opportunity of some sort, and he doesn't like that at all. Especially as it's like, oh, his fucking finding, his scientific discovery. Shut the fuck up. Alright, guys, before we go, I'm going to play 5 minutes of a session everybody's seen before, but this is for Huff's, no, not Huff, what's her name? Stephanie, or whatever her name is. Josh's, like, best friend who comes to my channel and, like...
People saying they've enjoyed it.
Good, thank you. Who, you know, this is for Stephanie, a session. Everyone's seen it before. You're welcome to switch off if you've seen it. I'm only going to play a couple of minutes of it. But Stephanie, this is for you. This is what a real session actually looks like, okay?
Or sounds like.
Sounds like, yeah. Hear the difference. See if you can get it.
Hello, Furless. I recently did a...
oh, shut the fuck up, magnitude. You're a prick. Can't stand you. Oh, you stupid little nails.
What I've been up to, but
You fucking knob. You're a mom. Please shut up.
Now, for Patreon...
God damn it, magnitude. I can't stand you. Get a haircut.
About the Marilyn Manson music, the original audio, and then I wanted to extend
That's a very good question, Luna. That's a very, very good question. I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, we're going to play a little bit of my montage. This is not for anyone in the chat, because everyone's seen these stupid fucking sessions.
Absolutely.
But this is for Stephanie to show what... And you tell me if you've seen Josh's sessions and mine, the clarity. Here we go. I'm going to fast forward, though. There we go. Where should we fast forward to? About... Right, we'll go here, okay? From here. Here we go.
Here, looking, or out there, looking, use this device to talk to me. Yes, there is. Okay, that was kind of good. Fine, G+, there you go. Ooh, what was that? You're dead, are you? Miss Marie? Patience, Mamu. Patience. Brilliant. Thank you. So there's contact there. That's order. There you are. Pardon? Not you. Spirit just said slut. Not good. Because I was basically a
just those few clips. Fuck playing anything else, but just those few clips. Look at the clarity and the difference between what Josh showed. Just those few little clips. I don't think I need to play anymore, yeah? Do you get the gist? If you want to see, like, the full montage of the sessions that I promote, they can be easily found. Ask me in the comments, and I'll link them to you. I was going to link them to them anyway, but that's all you need to see. Just, it's night and day. It's fucking night and day. But the sad thing is, it doesn't happen very often. It's very rare it's like that. It really is very rare, okay? And that's the difference. It's called the paranormal. Anyway, Furtless, time for me to disappear. It's like nearly 2 in the morning or whatever. But I wonder if it's an act or not, or it's just some sort... It could be, you know what? It could be just a publicity stunt, the whole fucking thing. You never know. Honestly, I don't trust those two as far as I can throw them. But I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. I'll catch you all later. Thank you for joining me, chat. I'm sorry I couldn't read chat. It didn't come through. Look, I'll try again. Hang on. Nope, not a thing. I can't read your chat. That's gay.
I kept on top of it.
That's kept on top of it. I'll read it tomorrow when I'm out and about, if I can. I can't respond, obviously, because, you know, chat has been and gone. But I'll be able to see a few things, all right? Much love. Catch you later. Thank you for joining me on this very nearly 3-hour stream. Take care, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Adios.